They all checked it out for free, made fun of it for free, got all the laughs and entertainment they needed for free. But Kevin always wants to one-up people. There's this secret desire ever since Neil kicked his ass at everything to be the better in any given situation. And so Kevin throws out this offer, forgetting himself, forgetting that his show isn't what it was 2 years ago. I'll give Joey C's sister $500 to come on my show. Meanwhile, his show earned $460, $480. So he had to actually come out of pocket. Out. Losing their minds. Over a couple grand. It's not even like these guys are acting like this is life-changing money. Kiki's on Twitter today. Pay me, fatty. It's like I would never, ever. Again, yeah, Citizen M has a better chance of getting that mouse. I'll back down on that before I ever pay Kiki for her performance. You know what I mean? Again, like that just encourages idiots to think that they have a future in entertainment. You're a failed OnlyFans butthole shower. That's what you are. No matter how much you try to defend it, that's not a good look when you're like, I got $1,000 for that butthole. And it's like, yeah, I got $1,000 for talking about your butthole yesterday. Nobody had to show their butthole at all. So,
El ajuste fino del universo sugiere un sustrato informacional, con constantes físicas como soluciones optimizadas a un problema computacional no formulado.
Okay. Somebody said, well, you throw her $50 out of charity. No, these people need to go. She needs to go be a dental hygienist. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not encouraging any of this. No. Okay.
Apologies if I'm a retard. I finally converted the wife to NLO and the toe. When we were chatting about Aaron's letter, she blew my mind. The wolves at the den shit made as much sense as goo in the pow. A power socket. The wife enlightened me that the falling in love fast bit was actually about SP. I always thought it was about Kayla. Probably retarded, but thought I'd mention it in case equal item.
Wife is smart, I am dumb, but I digress.
By the way, I didn't mean to insult dental hygienists. Of course Keanu is not smart enough to be a dental hygienist, nor could she afford the training. So, salute to the dental hygienist. I've had very bad ones and very good ones. A good dental hygienist is worth her weight in floss. That's a fact.
When a problem comes along, you must whip it. Before the cream sits out too long, you must whip it. When something's going wrong, you must whip it.
Who had the Devo shirt on that we were watching recently? Was that the Charles Chance video last night? Oh my God, we had a good show last night. I got really deep and opened up about my personal life as a child last night. It depressed some people, and that was not the intention.
Tengo una caja de lápices roja.
Okay, that's an old NLO reference.
Tengo una caja de lápices roja.
It's one of the only sentences I know in Spanish.
Maga my bagga.
Maga my bagga.
Maga my bagga.
Speaking of Kevin Brennan, let's get into it. Let's get going. We're doing it. Let's watch Kiki on Pinky. Got a theme song? How do I get this?
You're listening to Misery Loves Comedy. Comedy Alive at youtube.com/MLC Podcasts.
My favorite part and what we're watching for is the energy of this music coupled with when Kevin comes on the screen to dead silence. It's one of my favorite things. Don't you love how his whole intro is like stuff he used to do and would never dare anymore? Stand-up, sitcoms, news appearances, panel shows. jerking off some taller man in front of him.
Couldn't wait.
I have not seen this, by the way. I've seen a couple little snippets. But I have not seen this, so I'll be watching it along with you. Let's grab some popcorn. Let's see what's going on. I don't know what the word on the street is. And again, if you want to argue and you hate me and you want to tell me off and why I'm wrong or what I need to get right or what I failed to notice, feel free to call into the show, 323-7-666-947. That's 323-7-666-947. Okay? You don't have to give me a dime. It actually costs me money for you to do that. It's actually it's not good for me. It's real bad for me. That fucks me up when you do that. Do not call that number, whatever you do.
Couldn't wait till tonight. Couldn't wait. This couldn't wait.
All right, just getting my water and I'll be started.
I wish I had numbers like yours. Also the same comedy.
I'll do an OP. Wait till the numbers are up.
We're waiting.
Low P. Low P, dopey, no P.
Bing. Forgot I wasn't on.
So, yeah, people are like, gonna do a show last night? No. I thought about it, and I was like, it's too much. Even for me.
This is the guy with all the credits. I haven't watched a Brennan show in so long. I'm so excited. I have not watched an MLC in so long because it got so bad, despite whatever Teo Hank will tell you. So I'm excited for this. Let's see what Brennan is now, man. I'm. Somebody said this is your god, Karmic.
Even for me.
Oh, he's cutting up a steak. Of course. Save your dinner for the show, I always say. Get some saltines and do a show.
Even for me. I got a sandwich here. I'm going to try not to eat it, but it looks pretty goddamn good.
I got a sandwich here. Nobody ever sends me a sandwich during the show. What do I got to do to get myself a Jimmy John?
Good. Then the Knicks lost. I mean, it can't get any better than that. How's Sammy?
It's becoming a steel toe. We're getting all of our news. I have a sandwich. The Knicks lost.
All right.
Morel doing? I know people are friends with him.
Hello. Hope you're all doing well.
People are friends with him, but
Checking out Milton's stream tonight.
I digress.
Remember, this is the reason Chad is spiraling right now.
We're
He's
going to
come on
be
this
sorting
show.
cards.
Like,
Pokemon
you'll be
specifically.
fine.
I have a
You'll be
couple
fine. Yeah, but
of
Kevin
new
gives
packs
me
to open,
12K a
so
year.
we're gonna do that
Oh,
as
no.
I feel like it, I guess.
I digress.
Oh, he's gonna watch us. We're coming for your channel, Stalin.
Okay.
How dare you? Doom was gonna send me some clips of this. I said, don't buy. Everyone's clipping this show to shit. Don't worry about it. Pretty Antisocial's gonna have some clips. Nick's gonna have some clips. Stalin has clips. Doom has clips. This show has been clipped to shit. I don't
So
want
first
any
thing, I'm gonna
clips of
redeem
this.
these couple cards that I have, like code cards, so I can put them into.
Can I ask a question?
Fine, I gotta figure out which way to point.
Reminded me of something.
Over there?
So, Keanu, I know you're
There you
very
go.
upset with Kevin
Into the
Brennan
mobile app.
for revenge porn, and now you're like doing his show again.
That's
Have you
amazing.
just forgiven
I didn't
him?
get his Twitter taken down either.
This little piggy was quite insane.
Carl, how's that your business, Carl? Go ahead, Carl.
Revenge porn.
Again, I don't think Carl cares about the revenge porn. Nobody cares. You've seen one butthole, you've seen them all. That's why Kiki's dumb. She could have just posted any butthole. You know, it's like a manhole.
Can
cover. It's
I?
like, who's gonna know? Who's gonna know if that's the one from your stream? But
sure.
we're trying to get it through Kiki's dumb thick skull. That
There we
she's
go.
logically inconsistent. She pretends she's this advocate of women and victims.
Sweet.
And
So I can just hold
she's
it up to
very
that camera.
selective, about who she supports and when and why. The reasons are always changing. The target's always moving. The goalposts are always fluctuating. Like her accusing Kevin Brennan of revenge porn. Her accusing me of revenge porn. Well, now she's on Kevin's show. And again, we know the reason. Everyone knows the reason. Money. Money. Desperation for friends and
That's
money.
not too bad.
She was never
That's easy to
upset
do.
about Kevin posting those pictures of her nude. She just, it's an opportunity to, it's an opportunity
Alright, so I
to be a
submitted
victim.
those.
That's the bottom line. That's it. That's really it. And now that was yesterday, so Kevin's giving me $50 a show. Happy to go on. Kevin's giving me $100.
Now,
Happy
is
to
there
go
any
on.
way to refresh this, or do I
Happy
just have to
go
close
on.
it?
Yeah, because it was never real. It's this phony outrage. And that's why she can't stand up to any tests.
Hold on.
Again, everything everyone was pointing out to her is just pointing out
There we go.
the
Okay.
inconsistencies in her logic and her reasoning.
And let me see if I can
behind
reopen the app.
hating Nick and liking Aaron. You should hate them both. You should hate them both. I'm disgusted by Nick's behavior. Still got to cover, him when he comes out to Hackamania. And why do we bring him out to Hackamania if he's also disgusting? Look, man, I'm not retarded. For every accusation I get of like, you guys are using Nick. I guess, in a way, yes. In a way, yes. Nick has a lot of information we want to know. Nick has a lot of
and then what do I
embarrassing
do?
stuff
Just
about
recapture
Aaron who we like to laugh at. And more importantly, Aaron loses his mind every time Nick releases some of that information. I'm not stupid. I'm not being dishonest. Of course we're using Nick for that information. I would still, like, if I was in Minnesota, I would go hang out at Nick's house. He's a nice guy.
Okay, cool.
He's friendly in person. We could grill some burgers and get in the hot tub. Whatever, man. He's never, like, fucked me over. He's never lied about me. I don't think I've lied about Nick.
So I'm just redeeming these loose cards that I had
honest, Nick is also using
first
us. Nick is also
before I
using
start
this little
sorting.
piggy. Nick is also
My
using
strategy
this
here
program.
is to sort the
Just type that in the chat,
these
but
cards
this is where
here
I was going
first
with this.
because these
Nick
are
doesn't want to
the
sully up his law channel with this stuff. Nick's not gonna stoop down to Aaron's levels
let me turn
and
down my-
ruin his livelihood over this petty bullshit.
There we go. All right.
Now,
So these
again,
cards here,
personally about it, yes, is Nick very
as you can
angry at
see,
Aaron and want him dead?
they have the yellow
We
border,
know this. But
and then
the
these
thing
cards
Nick's
over
doing
here
right is keeping
have the
his
silver
channel and
border.
his brand and what he
So the
says
silver
and
border
what his show is
cards
about
are
what he says. He's
Pokemon
covering
Scarlet
crime.
and Violet and
He
up.
doesn't even like, again,
It
I sent him
seems like the
$1,000
silver
super
border
tip
is
the
now
other
like
day,
the
and he doesn't even like interrupt
standard.
the put the $1,000 super
The
tip
old,
on my anger.
some of the old cards sometimes had silver borders, but not always. But anyway, this entire stack here is Scarlet and Violet. And these over here are Sword and Shield
mutually beneficial relationship
and before.
to Nick and I would still 100 times rather hang out with Nick than Aaron. That's just I'm just being honest.
Spurksnake is going to be coming
Like Chad feels creepy.
soon.
We've talked about this before. Like,
Oh, there he is.
Aaron's
Spurksnake, whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and join the Discord if you wanna hop in and chat and keep me company while I do this. Otherwise, feel free to just stay in the chat, whatever one you're more comfortable with.
Sending passive aggressive messages to this group. Aaron can't hang. So Aaron's wrecking his life in the show because he's so concerned with what Nick's saying and Melton's saying. Nick's not doing that.
So I have to use this one.
This little piggy, Nick chats in
All right, whatever. I guess I won't use the website then.
Pretty antisocial. He's using all these shows. And again, I'm not mad.
All right, no
about it.
worries.
I understand the relationship. I'm not retarded.
I'm going to make a tea and then I'm down. All right, well.
So you pointing it out is
Look forward to it.
We've known that from the beginning.
I realize
Check your email,
the
baby boys.
mini chat is in the way, so
Check
hold
your
on.
Email, baby boy. Check your email, baby boy.
My intrusive thoughts want to swipe that nice pile off the desk. This pile or that pile? Hold on. Let's see. Hit the home button, and then does the camera catch up?
All right, let me see what this is. We got a link.
Come on, camera.
We got it a link. Is this the
there we
AI
go.
thing?
Okay.
And then unpause it. There we go.
Alright, this should
Cool.
be good.
So I'll have to pause it and then. Okay, cool. Cool.
But what you did was intentionally shred someone that
Nice to see you, Tickus.
you put their legs
Whichever.
up
I think Carl is funny, and my opinions are awful.
doing that.
Fair enough. As you can see, I have too many cards, and my plan is to start with this pile here. So, specifically, all the Sword and Shield cards. I have no intention to really keep any of the Sword and Shield cards. So I wouldn't mind trying to do like a sort of giveaway for them,
That was great.
or something of the sort. Sort, pun intended.
Oh, baby.
Because
Weird world we're in.
I have no need to hold on to them.
Insane.
I mostly only got the packs for the digital cards.
It's an entertainment show. So everybody crowning winners and stuff. No, thank you. I'm not in the contest. Hit the like button. I renounce myself from even being in the competition. Big L's over here for Milton.
What competition are we talking
Because I
about?
pay her. Melton, you pay her yesterday, Hunchy? I have a hunch you didn't.
Of course.
Alright,
not.
so the first thing I'm going to do as I go through these
No, I
is
didn't
to
pay
take
her
out
either.
all
Or
trainers
anybody.
Did you?
and
Mel
energies,
made a lot of money yesterday
as well as
because he saw
special
those,
energies.
welts on his face and that hump on his back.
Because trainers
My
are
outfit
useful
actually cleared up,
no matter what.
but I don't really focus on that kind of stuff.
You're that? I don't think so.
The hunch is still there, but my belt sander's out of.
Well, I would say revenge porn is when you're angry with somebody and posting news of them. I'd call it revenge.
So this pile over here
However, I've
is
always-
my trainers.
I know Kevin is we made up.
And the special energies.
Okay, look at this clown. He's sitting with a guy who does coke with his kids.
See, this is enough. These are just
And then I have all the
these
basic
are
energies here.
arguments again, did Nick's kid test positive for cocaine? Yes. Did that test end up
Okay.
getting thrown out and Nick's children returned to him? Also, yes.
So I guess you're going to go left to right.
That Nick sat
Keep my mouse zone over here
cocaine.
clear.
This is a thing. This is a line
And then I have this space to play with here.
that
Cool.
people who are feeling and want to be right.
What I should
say.
do,
Again, I've
move
never said
these
we
closer
know
to
for a
this.
fact Aaron ain't come.
There we go.
I've actually said yesterday on this.
Then I have a little bit more room over here.
Where Nick has fabricated all this evidence, and it's hilarious because Aaron can't shut the fuck up about it.
So
Let's, for a minute,
I guess we're
give
going
Aaron
to
the benefit of
reduce
the
the
doubt.
size of
He
that
didn't
stack a little
come.
bit better so I can thumb through it even
Okay,
easier.
but he talks about it every goddamn day.
And then after I get through the trainer types
There's no evidence that Nick
and
sent
the
his
energies, I'm
children
going to
to
sort them
cocaine.
by type. So like
That's
normal,
what KB
grass,
and
etc.
Aaron and Kiki need to be true because they have to like make up.
So right now we're just
something.
looking for
They have to. It has to be true, or else you don't know what we're screaming.
trainers and energies.
Like again, like just looking at the objective facts, it doesn't seem like Nick was allowing his kid to do cocaine. That doesn't make sense. Why did he get his kids back in 2 months?
I'm pretty sure I've already taken out
I don't know.
all the foil cards
Do I know that he did?
or
I
hollows
don't.
or whatever you want to call them, the
I
shiny
also know-
cards.
I don't know that he did.
Except for like this one here, I can see most of them should be here in this
He
tin.
gave his kid cocaine. He did
Um,
cocaine with his kid.
and we'll have to
His kid
separate
has a
those out, I
stash
think.
of cocaine. It's like these are feel.
If I were to give away
hormones
packs
made
like
by
I want to,
feel.
or not packs, but like
Well,
card
I'm a
bundles or
horrible
whatever,
person.
I would make sure to throw in
Does the
at
show
least
with
one
the
or two
pedophile
foils.
network once a week.
Maybe even let people request which one they want.
Julie's
I don't know.
pedophile network.
But like I said, I really don't want to hold on to all the yellow
No.
borders.
Is Shuli a pedophile? No.
Not for any particular reason. I just like these silver
The
border
guy who
plates
used to
better.
work on the show did get arrested
And
for
they're more
child porn,
modern.
So now the whole network is.
Um,
And it has to be. Why? Think if you're
let
Kevin
me finish
Brennan.
this set
Like, you don't
first,
have
or this
anything.
pack, or this
You don't have any
stack
ideas.
first.
Everything's fucking failing. So you must increasingly get more and more mad at people, and then you have to make up these boogeymen. It's the pedophile network. Right. Why is it the pedophile network? Oh, because a guy was a pedophile.
This stack here is all
like, I mean, like, okay.
from
If that's how
this,
it works.
not the newest, but the second
If
newest
that's how it works.
set.
You know, I'm sure at some point Microsoft
Oh, let me use this
has
card.
had a pedophile work for the company. Tens and tens of thousands of employees. One of them had to be a pedophile, right?
All the cards in this set are from
You run Windows? That's a pedophile.
Journey
operating
Together.
system. What are we doing?
And the
You know what
theme
I mean?
of this
How
set
shall this
is
extend?
like.
Doesn't make sense.
Let me just pull one of the
Doesn't make
cards.
sense.
I can.
And I see the people in the chat go like, "Wow, he's sweeping for TSN." These are just
There you go.
facts. These are just facts.
And the theme of that set is like trainers Pokemon, kind of like the classic cards back in the day. So like Giovanni's and Erica's, you know, Lieutenant Surge. So this Journey Together is Blank's Pokemons. The primary cards in this one are like here, hold on, let me pull it up here actually, since I can. Oh, nope, wrong button. Dex.
Carl, you explain yourself. Did you defend? Were you part of the gang on Kiki?
So ends. Oh, here, let me blow it up even better.
Kiki walked into an NBA arena and challenged a bunch
And
of
then pull
pros
this
to a
up
basketball
top.
game. Gang up on Kiki. She was
Right
free
here.
to leave at any time. We didn't trap her in a corner like her ex-boyfriend and just start wailing on her. Now that's a joke.
I gotta figure out the right size for this stupid thing.
Kiki was in the chat, spurging out,
we go.
emotional, demanding a link. Carl sent her a link.
Now I need to move that out of my way so I can see it on my own screen.
That's what happened.
Sorry about Kiki and Kevy.
But now it's like gang. We all piled on. Again, Carl and I sat there. I was almost silent for the first hour. You're out of your mind. Go back and watch it. If only it were up where you could go verify any of this. I'm not
Can I make it
ever getting
bigger?
into an
Yes.
argument
Okay.
match with Keanu.
Perfect. Right there's a good angle.
You know, the only
Alright,
thing I can point out
so
is how
ends
inconsistent she was.
Zoro
And I tried
arc,
to try to
which
help
the
her,
whole
give
point
Keanu a way to
of
help her
that card, I
understand
suppose,
a little
is to be
bit.
able
She
to
didn't
play
know-
off
she wanted to
of
pretend like she didn't know how to
Pokemon
look
on your
up her
bench,
call
which is a pretty
history.
cool tactic, I
This is
think.
what we're supposed to believe. And again, either she
And
legitimately
then the
didn't know how to
other,
look up her call history and she's fucking
the other
retarded,
one is
or she was pretending not to know how to look up her call history. And in that case, she's not a genuine.
Where
She's
is
not
it?
arguing from a genuine
Here it
standpoint.
is.
She's deflecting. So I guess pick your poison.
Did you defend Kiki
Hopzakian. The
Carl is
the strategy on this deck here is to stack all of the abilities that allow Hop's Pokemon to do more damage, and then Insta Strike will do basically enough damage to chip away at anyone that's in the active slot while being able to snipe people in the back line with its effect. So it's a pretty good card. And then last, but not least, I think is my favorite one,
It's very personal for Nick. If he wants to, you know,
which
feed
is
his trolls by spurging out on a stream
Lily's
he's
Pokemon.
entitled to
Specifically
fucking
Lily's
Nick was able to
Clefairy,
follow arguments and answer questions.
which
He was
the
not.
ability Full Moon Rondo
He was not
here.
able to.
This Pokemon attack does 20 more damage for each bench Pokemon, both yours and the opponent's.
Points made yesterday.
So you can combine that with something like
Unbelievable.
here,
Department reporting the f***ing crime.
like this card, which allows you to put 8 Pokemon on the bench instead of just 5. And then you can kind of just stack them both together and do a lot of damage, which I think is nice. Ermagerd's Pokemon. Well, thank you for joining, Snugs. Nice to see ya.
Carl's all mad just because I point out the obvious. I'm a terrible person.
And this is why Kevin's numbers are down. It's like,
So,
what's the
now we can put
argument?
that back on the
Carl,
side.
you didn't defend Kiki. It's like, why would he? Again, she wasn't making sense. Yeah, correct. He didn't.
Okay, and then I can make it a little bit bigger, so
You don't like the points I'm making. It's like you're not making any points, Kevin. This is why 400 people are watching.
Yeah?
I want it to be about the size of this little window
Does
here.
my producer's going to jail for pedophilia?
Cool.
For
and then put it back on the bottom.
Isn't he already in jail? Like, what are we again? Like, if this is what you have, like,
Cool.
Are you worried Vito might potentially show up to steal a particularly spicy card? I don't know which card would be particularly spicy for him. Vito more prefers this crap. Fucking magic, which, you know, I'm not necessarily, I've never played Magic. I like it. I think it's cool. I like the idea of the mechanics of the game and stuff. It's just maybe a little bit much for me.
The Knicks were playing again. The show's a shit show. They have super tips talking over everybody. Nick Ricotta's
Carl hates that. To be fair, Carl hates
Nice.
that. I love it.
Easy enough to read over there too. Perfect. Okay, cool. So I can pull up any card that I want to over there in that little,
you know,
a little window.
They were
Hey Snake, how you doing?
Not too bad. How are you?
Good. I gotta stop hitting these cards in front of me. I'm not used to having all this shit on my desk.
Yeah, you got a nice stack over there. Look at that.
Them's fighting words. I don't play either because, of course, I'm a super cool person and totally not a nerd. You know what? I guess you're better than me then. Snug says, probably 10 years since I was into Magic the Gathering. My friend was into Magic, but the group that he played with kind of started taking the game too seriously, and it kind of ruined the fun for him, so he hasn't played in a long time.
You'll always run into somebody who likes to lawyer up the rules of trading card games. Like, that's not what that says. Well, it plainly says
Fortunately,
that. You're just trying to
Pokemon,
argue
there's
it
not a
'cause
lot
you're
of room
losing.
of arguing, but yeah, you're exactly
Right.
You always run into fucking rules lawyers.
Yeah.
That's all bonuses. What we like about Nick is it makes Aaron lose.
See, there is like regional Pokemon, such as these ones right here, which I think are cool.
Nick Ricada trophies. I think Nick's
But I'm pretty sure they're like banned currently in play. I don't think you can play most of the Hisuians cards, which is kind of a shame.
Doing the right things with it.
Because last season, I guess, or the season before last, you could. But then suddenly a lot of my cards in the trading card game were just like grayed out. I couldn't put them in decks anymore.
The same thing
And I'm
happened
not
with Yu-Gi-Oh!
exactly sure why.
There were some cards that were just too powerful that weren't thought out until later on. I think Dark Hole is one that's banned because it just wipes the board. And a couple others. Monster Reborn, I think you're only allowed to have one instead of like typical 3. So, like they had to like adjust rules as the game gets more developed, you know. I think that might be different than what you're talking about here because you said regional.
Well, regional, like literally regional Pokemon. Like for example, like this Pokemon card right here.
Oh, like
is called
Johto region or blah blah blah. Right.
Hisuian Voltorb. It's a different Voltorb than normal because instead of electric, it's a grass type.
Nice. Wow. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, like a good example is the Alolan Vulpix. Alolan Vulpix is not a fire type; it's a ice type. I'm just not sure specifically why the Hisuian Pokemon are no longer allowed to be. Hold on, I'm holding that wrong.
I shall never.
Okay.
Ever. Kiki's not worth anything. I gave her
come on.
exactly what
There we
she's
go.
worth. Nothing.
These Pokemon are just like currently not allowed to be selected on the TCG. Now I've only been playing for a little bit of time, so I don't really like pay attention to the current rule sets or anything like that. So I sure it'd be really easy to answer, but
We get it. I pay people to hang out with me. Yeah, I've heard of a fraternity.
Carl.
Yeah,
I think this is
Pokemon's
one of
been
the
around
only
for a
fairy
minute
type
now.
Pokemon cards I have. Fuck fairy types.
It's your basic Cottony.
So maybe.
What does whippets have to do with what he's asking you about?
Well, what do you want me to do?
You're a monster. Kiki's a monster? This guy does.
I need a lighter.
She's not anything good.
Again, does that make you feel better? Did you win in your head?
Kiki's a monster.
Dude, this is what she told me. What do you want me to do?
Okay, fortunately, it seems like past me was semi-decent at sorting these. It looks like this stack is a little bit different, but for the most part, it seems like I have already sorted out the trainers and the energies, which is what I wanted to do anyway.
What do you want me to do about it?
Where is that text message, Kiki?
Oh, we talked on the phone for hours.
So Kiki had.
I don't know why it was so hard for fucking Kiki to answer that goddamn question. Do you want me to pull it up on my phone? Yes. Okay, so I'm not going to. Do you want me to pull it up on my phone? Yes, we said that about 30 minutes ago.
She went out. Nick Ricotta went out to.
I would have grabbed all the stacks and tossed them like I was Gambit.
Mother's Day weekend, and showed all the texts he got from April. He probably, showed it.
All. Yep, that was every one of them. Could you follow?
His version deleted the stuff that made him look unfavorable. But the fact that these clowns.
We all know that. I assume Nick Ricotta's not showing us the text to make him look like a piece of shit.
Well, probably. Why would you do that?
Are these Kevin?
Why would you do what?
Hiding your divorce.
Show messages that make you look like an idiot?
It doesn't look that makes you look.
Oh.
Stupid.
Are you referring to Keanu and this little piggy this afternoon?
I'm listening to Melton.
Or
I don't know if
whatever.
you can hear him or not.
You make fun of Karmic's chair. Let's see your chair.
Not in the Discord, no.
I would never.
Are you watching the stream?
Oh, I got it muted.
Skid marks.
Oh, okay.
That's my bad.
I would never show you my chair. I bet Ricotta's not showing the text to make him look bad. No.
Yeah,
shit.
I mute my
I
mic
bet
on
Aaron
Discord
doesn't
so you
show
can
things
hear
to
me
make
through the
look bad.
stream and not
Kiki
twice.
shows her asshole and thinks that makes her look good. Imagine what she's not showing. Jesus
So did you catch what had happened earlier?
Just
On this little piggy?
The shouting?
I don't know.
Yeah.
people
Oh, now
Yeah, that
you're
was
muted in
fucking-
Discord.
Yeah, but can you hear me on the stream?
The reason we like Nick is because he makes.
They're just in Discord. I don't have the YouTube tab.
There you go. Now you can hear me, right?
Focus. It's all
Let me go live.
Nick Ricotta should be defended. This guy doesn't
Can you hear me
fuck
now?
with his kids. Is Carl worried about that?
Again, when you just have to keep repeating a thing you.
Are you
made
watching
up,
the stream?
You're not winning. Melton's a pedophile. It's like, okay. Why am I not in jail?
Okay, got it.
The pedo network. I don't understand the rules.
There we go. It was my fault. Can you hear me now?
He's heard about my relationship with Kiki.
Mhm.
Interesting. I mean, these guys
Mhm.
are so pathetic. That's why
You can hear me now?
Can have them all. Melton, Carl, Shuley. They're all one big gang. Chad,
Hello?
you're part of it. God bless.
Man, I'm fucking up. Hold on.
You know how me and Shuli and Chad always hang out.
Magically happens.
I bet I could find one shower.
Okay.
No, I don't know.
Can you hear me now?
Support you, dummy.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
So what do you want me to?
Carl, why don't you defend her here?
Can you hear me, Spurg Snake?
Says that.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the
Okay.
thing. You had me open up the YouTube tab, so I had to mute that, and then I come back over to Discord. We're all good.
No, look. I checked B3 on the wrong tab over there on that screen.
Oh,
So I muted myself so you didn't hear me twice, but past me already set it up so you didn't hear me twice.
Mhm.
No worries.
Too many
That was me
audio
being
routes.
stupid. Ticket says, Annie, are you okay? I guess I am now that I figured out that I'm retarded and it was my fault.
That's fine.
And Tickets also
We're all
says,
retarded.
Snake, you're not missing much. Kiki and Gino are making an ass of themselves. Shocking.
Oh no, that's what I was gonna bring up. So Kiki immediately picks a fight with Nick Ricotta and starts trying to lawyer it up. She's like, "Did you or did you not get permission from April to show those text messages? Did you or did you not?" Like she keeps like starting every question with "Did you or did you not?" Like it makes it sound smarter. So she chastises Ricada for showing the explicit text messages and blah blah blah.
Right.
And then she turns around and says, I got text messages between me and April that shows that she's lying about you, like about Aaron being a domestic abuser. And she immediately starts to go show those texts, dox April and her new place, blah blah blah. So why are you going to yell at Nick for showing text messages without permission and then turn around and do the fucking same thing?
Yeah,
on
he
stream,
was
right
a
in front
huge
of everybody.
hypocrite. That was fucking terrible.
Why would we get in the way of it? What do you want us to interject?
Like,
I got nothing to say but rah, Kiki.
And
Kiki
presumably,
really, Kiki really ruined any goodwill I did have for her during that stream.
Gymnast, am I right? Stolen from chat.
and what's worse is everybody's like, "Oh, Nick was shouting," and it made all the dudes look bad. It was like, no, they were frustrated with stupidity. She was conflating stories, and she is a hypocrite. She was like, "Oh, Aaron is a domestic abuser. Me and Gino are getting away from him." Then, like a month later, they're back on his channel, and everything's buddy and all good.
I don't know. This happened.
Embarrassing.
So we're going over this. Why aren't you covering Bauer right now? Why aren't you covering Opie right now? Wait a minute.
Who cares? Get over it. Everybody stop
Are
whining.
we running out of time?
Just enjoy
I'm
what's
not
happening.
Aaron Emholt, so I don't think that there's like a hard out after a certain number of hours. We gotta go. We didn't make the goal.
That's true. Melty will go 6 hours if it feels like it.
My bill. So we'll get to
Oop,
it. I
drop the
guess.
card.
I don't know.
This little piggy was a chaotic
To be
circus of
fair, you have to shout
madness where people
to get
scream
any word
their
in if you're
secrets
dealing with
to a
Gino.
cheering crowd, and drama
Mhm.
erupts like a volcano of bad decisions. But I
Digress.
All men only care about sports and beer. Guys are so clueless about
Okay,
fashion.
cool.
Now,
There's all the
I'm
hollows
the
from that,
trash can Gino. I also
That.
digress.
I'm pretty sure the rest of them are in here.
Yeah, how long does Gino have to sell trash cans before we go like, hey, let's get a trash can salesman on and see what he thinks? Like, you know, we're still
Okay, I have these,
Gino Visconti.
which are
Why?
just filling space in this tin. Let me take
Why?
these out.
And by the way, comedian's a broad term. I consider myself a comedian. I'm not a stand-up comedian anymore. I'm not a comedian. I make people laugh every day. Check the comments.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
He does make me laugh, that's
Type's
for sure.
comedian. Clowns are comedians, right? I mean, they're just
Pineapple said that's why he doesn't watch Melton, because he knows he would actively watch that content
has Gino
and
managed
waste
to
3 hours of his day. I know how it feels.
Where's the clip of him yelling at Kiki?
I've done it before, you know, where you just kind of put a podcast on and
I'm
then it's
only
like
gonna say this
2 in the
once,
morning.
and I'll say it again. I would burn down an orphanage 1,000 times if it would get April out of that situation. By the way, how long does a whippet high
By the way-
last? Hours, I bet. Isn't that the one that relaxes your butthole? I bet that could come in handy.
And by the way,
Gino.
the whole time, it
By the
got
way-
over 300 mentions of the word whippet.
By the way,
And the minute she was cornered about her coke use, she
300
lost
mentions of whippets. Slight work.
Okay.
Can you invite Aaron for the next This Little Piggy?
Yeah, Aaron was invited to This Little Piggy yesterday. We understand why he didn't come. He was busy with a snorkel. I found a sea urchin.
Something I particularly like about collecting cards is all the different types of hollows.
As Comax would say, but I digress.
Back in the day, the set, it was DC. Like it went through the bronze, gold, and silver ages. So there was like 3 Supermans, you know, one from the 30s, one from the 50s, and then one from the 80s kind of thing.
Yeah.
And there were some dope-ass hollow cards in there. I had a Doctor Doom. Was it? No, it might have been Darkseid. I'm sorry. Darkseid, however you say it.
Dark side.
They kind of look similar. Yeah, that's back in the day. That's when like DC would or Marvel would come out with like something, and then DC would come out with like the Hawkeye and Green Arrow. It's like, you know, the same fucking character almost, but it's just for direct competition.
Do you think he really believes that? Of course he doesn't.
Okay. This is the card I was looking for.
And again, it's fine. You can be a troll. Nobody's even mad at Aaron for doing that. Saying Nick is sexting with pretty antisocial.
These are no longer allowed in the current season. They're called Radiant cards. You used to have the ability to have one Radiant Pokemon in your deck, which is like a souped-up version of a regular Pokemon. Now you can't have any Radiant Pokemon, period. So I don't know why that changed.
But it makes him feel better to say.
I wonder if there's some type of strategy that, is OP or something with that style of card.
Not sure. I'm not sure if it's a permanent ban or if it's just currently. I really don't know.
I'm about to look up what Mando helmet that was earlier. Yeah, you talked the peer pressure, man. I had to get the Mandalorian set. It looked too cool.
Did you get just the skin or the set with the knife and the cape?
No, yeah. I know. I got the whole thing, so I can customize all of it. Dude, that
really
is
worth
probably the most. It's the most in-depth customizable character I got so far.
It really impressed me. If there was only a couple of options, I'd be like, whatever. But when you combine it with the cape,
every option,
it's really impressive.
Every option. I was like, all right, yeah. And I do like the little knife. It's like he stabs with the knife, and then there's like a hologram on the other side. Would you lose that?
No, I'm not losing anything. I think this is all the yellow cards here, which is good. So I got my energies, my special energies, my trainers, and then I have all the basic cards, and then the hollows.
I've reached out to Aaron a million times.
These need to go back over here.
Challenge me to boxing, all this stuff. Like, he can't even email back.
So before I put those away, I have 4 Sword and Shield packs that I need to open.
Yeah, I saw that when I first jumped in Discord. I was like, wow, you got a stack of unopened stuff. Does Walgreens know you stole those?
I bought them.
Maybe. I don't know. But I about the potential of that.
I'm a terrible employee. I'd be taking one a night so they don't notice.
Sure.
No, that's how you get caught, man.
What Moody went on to say in the Discord.
I know. That's why I don't work in retail.
You may not like a person for choice.
Oh, that's a nice shirt. I'll wear it home.
Moody considers himself a self-righteous son of a bitch. So Moody thinks some of the choices and things that Nick is doing are disgusting.
I need a trash can. I should have prepped that. That's okay.
Call Gino. It opens and closes all on its own. Just wave your little hand over it.
Alright, so we got a Sobble, Pound Sweet, Furfowl, a Diglett. Ooh, I like Diglett.
I saw that one. That was like the only one I recognized. I was like, that's that Diglett.
Larvesta. Now this Pokemon's pretty cool because it evolves into a giant flaming moth, which is actually pretty good Pokemon.
And words of wisdom about.
Then we got our first holo in this pack, which is one of those starter Pokemon that evolve in. This is the third stage of it. Like he plays like drums and shit.
So
pretty interesting.
Nice. Yeah, I see the drum side. That's pretty cool. What does that say under there? Is that said wood brain or wood drain on the bottom?
The ability is wood
drain. The ability, yeah. Kiki can wood drain.
I don't think that has a focus ability. The camera doesn't focus. It's also accurate. So we have to do that one.
Yeah, the big one does. Raging repeated strike. Oh, wood drain. Hey, that's a healing one. Okay, nice.
She's back to today,
the repeated strike, discard any amount of energy from your Pokemon. This attack does 30 more damage for each energy you discarded this way. So it does 120 plus 30 per energy you discard. Not a bad ability at all.
Right, you could stack. Right.
You're kind of irredeemable.
We got this stupid little Tercina energy.
Is Patrick a pedophile? And you admit I'm not, and that's just
Ladian.
Okay.
From the Johto region.
You're back to
and then 2 trainer cards. We got a Welcoming Lantern.
But Moody can 100% enjoy
Nice.
conversing with a guy
And Clara.
particularly quote unquote like. I think
One of those abilities. It's
Up to
cool
two
'cause you get
not like Nick.
choices.
Just
You
more
get like pick
complex
that
than
or that.
most relationships are.
I like cards like that. They give you
that's a fact.
choice.
Nick just went live. Oh boy.
Then we have our code
Yeah.
card, so we're gonna put that and redeem it in a little bit.
Nothing. Because it's not his show.
And then for the next chilling rain.
Kiki's a horrible monster, but Nick
I like
Riccati,
the pull order of these cards better. So like just the way the packs are organized, I think are nicer.
Say it and click your heels together, the more it'll be true.
Hey, Dom, can you try it?
So we have a Swirlix, which is a Pokemon like kind of made out of ice cream.
I
For
can
fluff.
poke with my kids, but I'm smarter than everybody.
That's a donut that they're sitting in.
We got a Lapras.
Hey, Dom, can you try it?
I'm pretty familiar with that one too.
Can you try?
Deerling,
They can't
not a
do
bad
Rick
Pokemon at all.
Ricardo's
Cute, kind of.
I'm
Seems like a
smarter
Disney
than
Pokemon,
everybody,
though.
but I am dead from
I bet it's delicious.
But,
Slowpoke.
Nick Ricardo, also a lawyer, like Greg Dorado.
A
I'm smarter than
Galarian
everybody.
Slowpoke, so he's a
Can
little
you
bit
try to
different.
be
He's got
that
that
This guy did coke
like
with his
orange head.
kid.
The gold top.
and the
Greg
orange
Dorado's
tail.
dead 'cause of
Or
drugs.
gold, yeah, you're
He
right,
was
that's
the
gold.
smartest guy around. Fuck these fucking losers. I don't care if I make another
Then
fucking
we got a
dollar.
Grookey.
I don't give a fuck. These people are such.
He's the one that evolves into that one we
Let's
pulled
not
earlier
forget
with the
when
drums.
Nick came on his stream with the cocaine, and April was over there at the cocaine house.
Then we have a
They're
Hollow Trainer,
sympathetic.
a
These
Rapid
were
Strike
addicts.
Squirrel.
They needed help.
Scroll
Oh,
of
single
piercing.
strike. Sorry.
Now there's some direct correlation to their intelligence.
This is interesting because
Greg
it actually does
Giraldo was
damage.
very
It like
smart.
gives
I
you an
worked with Greg a
ability.
lot. Greg Giraldo was very intelligent. He was also a drug addict.
Not sure to
That's
do
pretty
with this
unique.
because I don't think I have
Yeah,
any
Greg is so smart.
I
He
don't think I have
died of
any
cocaine.
shiny
Like, those
Start a
two
new
things
one.
are unrelated.
trainers.
Let's talk
Unless
about
they're over
my
here in the
parents
book.
last night being severe alcoholics.
So we'll move this to the side.
My dad was very smart.
And then last one is an
8 years old
Aggron.
when my mom died. I can't really
I like this
assess her
Pokemon. That one's
intelligence.
from
My dad was very
Hoenn.
smart, man.
I like that region.
Doesn't mean he wasn't
Got our
addicted to
energy,
alcohol.
fire energy,
They're two totally different
and then
things.
3 trainers.
Some of the
We got
smartest
a
people in the world
rugged helmet,
struggle with substance abuse. That's a fact.
fog crystal,
Nobody's defending Kiki. Nobody's defending Kiki.
and
I
whoever
wonder
this lady
why.
is.
How come no one's defending Kiki?
Ionia.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird people that have showed up.
Well, I assume there's a lot of games you haven't played, just like
Right.
me.
Well, that's true too.
There's
Um,
there's at least 3 mainline games I haven't played. I haven't played Black and White 2. I haven't played Sun and Moon or Sun and Moon Ultra, and I haven't fully beaten Scarlet and Violet yet. I'm playing Scarlet every once in a while. All right, now we have
I
2
played
Fusion
Ultra
Strike
Moon for like
packs.
30 seconds.
I wish it
What
was
kind
on
of
the
packs? I'm sorry, I
I wish it was
talked
on the
over you.
Switch. These are Fusion Strike,
Out of all of it.
Excellent.
It was a pretty good day for me. It was awesome.
which is I imagine a combination of both Rapid Strike and Single Strike cards, which is a big theming. It seems like in Sword and Shield.
People are going back and watching it for a 3rd time. This is insane.
Got a shitty
This is
Gossifleur.
entertainment. This is something happening on a show, Kevin.
This is a
Does
weird
anybody not recognize it?
Plant Pokemon.
Kiki, go ahead. Floor is yours. I mean,
Mudkip.
He's down for some
Kevin's mad
leafage.
this wasn't on his
Mudkip.
channel.
I know that guy.
Kevin's mad this wasn't on his
Classic
channel.
Sandshrew.
Kevin's instinct would be to what? Interrupt everybody all the time? No, let these 2 people want to yell at each other yell. Fuck do we give a fuck?
People are disgusting.
I know.
These people are
A
disgusting.
Cufant.
They're. So did Carl
It's like an
ever
elephant, but
defend you?
strong.
Carl tried to a little bit, but not.
Well,
You know
against
what?
who? Against Nick Ricardo?
Impidimp?
Nick
Not
Ricardo's
really.
calling you stupid, a piece of shit.
Oh, I like the art for
a
that.
monster.
Yeah,
And
it's
Carl's
scaring
just
a
like mute.
substitute
He's worried
doll.
about your
Yeah.
He's worried about my relationship with you. Did Melton pay you for yesterday?
The Hollow Pancham.
Oh fuck no, and I won't see a dime from that. It's
And how much?
disgusting.
How long were you on for?
I won't get a dime from that. Shut up, Kiki. This isn't your fucking job. You made it a job. Why do these people
we got a
expect to
second
get
hollow
paid for
from that
being
one.
on a show? I'm sorry.
I don't. No, that's a really good question. Why would anyone expect to get paid? If you get paid, that's a big bonus.
You're sparking out the
Dude, I would be so happy if like I was on Pat Dixon. He was like, "Here's $50 for showing up." That would be great. I would, but I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, Pat Dixon invited me on his show and then didn't pay me." What the fuck, dude? That's not. Why are we establishing these weird streamer rules?
That's Luigi
Headbutt.
Mangione's favorite Pokemon.
Stalin put up 4 clips that are
Prelude.
over an hour, and you're on all of them. So it was over.
Then we got a cross switcher. I like the art for that. Looks like an old school card.
Wait, did he mention his favorite Pokemon in his manifesto or something?
No, but it's on his Twitter, like his banner picture.
And Moody do a show because we're friends and we enjoy it.
And then Garbodor, the trash
That's the
Pokemon.
difference. They're not.
Or as Tickus, or as Snug said, Kiki is a trash can that opens whenever you wave your hand over her. She's like Trubbish and Garbodor.
That is the point.
All right, and then we have one more Fusion Strike before we get rid of all these yellow cards.
If Nick Ricardo calls you a piece of shit and a monster, blah blah blah. I mean, it's disgusting.
It is disgusting. It is, actually.
It is. It's good. Thing. Shut up. Go learn how to tell time on a fucking regular clock.
That one was difficult to open for some reason.
Annie, if a clock on the wall has the little hand on the 5 and the big hand on the 5, what time is it?
5:25.
Okay. Keanu did not know that.
I mean, kudos to Kiki for going in there, but it was.
Well, you know, not everybody can have a brain.
I'm a millennial. I'm a millennial.
We got a Munna, which is one of the first fairy-type Pokemon you encounter in Pokemon, introduced in the Sinnoh region. So that was Diamond and Pearl.
That's number 1. Number 2,
Yeah, you got your Mewtwo. I like him. Or Meowth. Mewtwo's the next. It's that one with the 2 tails.
He's a friend of mine, but he is sort of a hang back guy. I don't think he really defended
Why
me.
would we get involved in you and Nick's drama?
And then this one's cool. I like the art of it. It's a Helio fight.
I'm not mad at Kiki about anything. Why
The
would
Oh,
I?
that is cool art.
Helioptile.
I'm not involved in that fight. Nick is mad.
He's like sunbathing and using camouflage.
Nick is in love with April. Keanu.
Then we got a
hurt me.
Wooloo,
Keanu
which is just a
betrayed
regular
me.
old sheep Pokemon.
And
Good
Nick
design
has
though,
feelings
honestly.
about it. Keanu goes on a show and
For counting
sits
sheeps?
next to a guy, fills in for a guy while he's gone.
Then we got a
constantly spreads
Togi
lies.
tomorrow, which
He's
is
very
a
upset. He's mad. This is
Pikachu-like
personal for
Pokemon,
him.
but really fat.
You know, I don't know why.
And it's
Kiki's
Steel
so
type,
mad at Nick.
interestingly enough.
That one I don't really understand. Nick has nothing to do with you. Just let it go. But I
And
understand why
then
Nick
we
is
got
mad.
this. Ooh.
I'm not involved in that fight.
Oh.
Why would Carl get involved? Why would I get involved?
Now this
Why would-
Pokemon is cool. It's
Again, at
Cinderace.
some point we also get involved in
And whenever
things she
you
was saying,
VMAX it or Gigantamax it, I guess, it stands on a giant fireball that it kind of hits at you like a big soccer ball.
So we tried to
VMAX
steer
Fireball.
it into, like,
And then you can see the
understanding her
the Pokemon on the top there.
There's no feeling.
Yeah, see,
behind
they
it.
changed. They become like more personified. Like
Nobody's
that one has
mad.
legs and
Nobody's
arms.
mad. Carl didn't leave mad.
It's
Moody
somewhere in
didn't leave
between,
mad.
like
Suki didn't leave mad.
being a cute little cuddly
Everyone's having fun.
Pokemon and being something that might
Smiling and laughing.
catch you in a dark alley.
Yeah, it's a comedy show. It's a show.
Another Breloom,
But he's
Now he's
in
another
he's
cross
mad
switcher,
because now he's in bed with
and another
Melton
Garbodor.
Nick
Look how
Ricardo.
mad. Like, again, do you even enjoy what you do? You're not having fun.
All right,
Your
now
chat's not having fun. Everyone's just mad.
go to
It's
the
like,
shop
oh,
on the
what?
app,
Something
hit
that has
redeem.
nothing to do with you. I don't give a fuck whether Aaron goes on to live the most prosperous life in the
Boop.
world. You know, God forbid he does.
Boop.
What we know about Aaron Imholt is he can't. He's not able to steer his life in that direction.
Oh, come on.
He's only self-harming. He's only hurting his career.
There you go. Boop.
He's only ruining his show. I don't know.
right.
And all these
and
clowns.
they're-
So
and
then
they're
he has to
doing it,
pretend.
yeah.
Then he has to pretend.
I like the little blue line that shows you're scanning.
Me too. It's nice. They didn't have to do that, but it's a nice little touch.
Right.
Gino, I was gonna pay you anyway, but then Gino made you. He
Carl is not worried about his relationship.
All right, so we got a
That's
Chilling
can't
Rain pack. We're gonna have 2 of those and 2 of the
Carl
Fusion
was just
Strikes.
pointing out that
So we got our
he looked
Larvesta,
at Kevin of revenge porn.
a Heracross,
and now you don't seem to
An
mind.
expedition uniform. Ooh, that's
Aaron
interesting.
is
Look at the
guilty
bottom 3 cards of your deck and
of
put them
revenge
on the top
but
in any
let
order.
it in
Interesting.
court. You don't seem to give
Ooh, a hollow Galarian
Very,
Yamask.
very mad when people share
Ooh,
nudes of
and a
you.
full art
Yeah,
Leopard V.
that is a copyright violation. It's not revenge porn. You put out nudes of yourself.
Got a regular
We're not
Voltorb.
able
Look
to
how
follow
sad he
these
is.
logical threads, and we're trying to get you on board with it, but you guys are so buried by your
Full
feelings
picks.
that you cannot
Semaphore.
focus on your logical,
Luxio.
you know,
Ooh, and a
congruency.
full art hollow Mew V. Look at that. That's a good pull.
He said, "Are you paying?" He said it on the stream. He said, "Are you gonna pay? Are you paying Kiki for today and the other day?" I go, "I guess I am now."
Farfetched.
Pat Dixon by Gina Visconti. That would be
The cast
definitely
form,
ironic.
sunny form.
But
Ooh, it's like a little
did he
clay.
reach out to
I
these
like it.
brothers yesterday and demand payment?
Yeah, that one looks real.
Because I made them a fuck
A
ton of
scroll,
money yesterday,
scroll of
and
the
they-
skies.
We've been watching it all. Did you make
A
enough money that he could get his
Zeb
hunchback paid?
Zebstrika.
That's all I
So it's
wanna
an
know.
electric zebra
Sick burn.
to a dermatologist.
and an
Fix
Agron.
those welts on his face or that
Alright,
hunch
and then
on
the
his
last
back.
one.
Right, his like
Chansey.
terrible sores on his face.
Staryu.
I made him enough money for a
A
dermatologist.
Cramomatic. Never
For a
seen that.
meeting, for a meeting.
You can use this if you discard an item. Flip a coin. If heads, search your deck for a card.
Go ad hominem and then
So if tails, nothing happens.
Should.
That's bad.
you're friends with a guy who pled
Schoolboy,
guilty to
draw 2
revenge
cards.
porn.
If your
You have
opponent has
sores on
1,
your
3, or
face.
5 prize, draw 2 more.
Right?
That's a good card. And a Luxray.
Right? I mean, like, what are we doing?
Fucking pay you.
It is, and Carl
Alright,
is
and
a friend
then
of mine,
pause. Go
And,
back.
but no, I wouldn't say he sat there and defended me, but
When you
I
say
still like
friend,
Carl.
when you say friend, how do you define friend?
He's a friend of mine. We
What's happening?
I
Why are you
don't-
doing that?
You know, I think it's.
So
I
if
think
he was a friend of yours, he should have recused himself yesterday. He should have
Ugh.
been like,
Brendan makes me angry. I can't watch his show sometimes.
Brennan sucks.
Like, I don't
for
mind-
sure.
Yeah, I don't mind watching through Melton, but yeah, no wonder his audience is a bunch of angry assholes.
He's just so whiny is my problem with him.
You could argue one of them is a relationship.
And he was just doing it now too with Keanu. Didn't even Carl defend you? Like why?
Maybe that's true. I disagree with
He
you.
acts like he needs to, like you said, he whines on behalf of other people too.
She's a malicious person. She's not afraid to lie maliciously. Again, just to satiate her own emotions. Doesn't make any sense.
because
Kevin's only mad about money. It's all about money with Kevin. He's not having a good.
That's
time.
very
He's
true.
not having a good week.
He doesn't care that his wife left
He
him.
overpays. You know, it's the same thing we get onto all these guys about.
I'm friends with Kiki, and they're all ganging up on her. He should have done that, or he should have defended you, or he should have said, Nick Ricotta, go fuck yourself. If he was a friend of yours, he should have defended you against Nick Ricotta. Nick Ricotta's a bitch. He does coke with his kids.
Okay, there we go.
That's what the court record says.
Now, can I have my camera back?
They don't. They don't. I don't think there's one court document that says Nick does cocaine with his kids.
Why is that happening?
Again, you're just connecting a bunch of dots to make up a narrative that makes you feel better. And it's embarrassing.
He does coke with his kids, but he's calling you a fucking the worst.
Nick
kind of
Ricotta
person
cheese. Yeah, exactly.
and
That's what I was
the
thinking.
worst kind of friend. I mean, literally, human.
Let me fix my camera.
Yeah, Kevin thinks he's getting him by calling him Ricotta. Believe you me, he's been called a whole lot worse. Like, Nick has a history even before Dabbleverse shit. It's silly.
I'll defend Carl for 1 minute here. In this sense, because I was in the chat going, you pussies won't send me the link. You won't. Carl is the one that sent me the link. Because that fat, super morbidly obese, sore-ridden.
Okay, is that right now? Looks right. Okay, cool.
He can't do it. If it were me and him one-on-one, he would never be able to do it. If Carl didn't send
Oh, I was fine with the other. I didn't even think anything of it.
then that wouldn't have transpired.
Did you flip it?
You pointed that out, but it's not.
I don't know what it's doing, but we'll leave it as it is as long as it's working now.
About what? I'm not mad at you about anything. I don't have a problem with you. You're
That's a better perspective. I like that actually
Nothing you say
better.
matters. I'm not affected by it one bit. You can't do anything
Yeah.
to me. I don't have anything to debate.
Yeah, just gotta figure out where to hold it. Like right there. Sweet.
Again, no offense. Just
Okay.
like
Yeah, I don't know why it tripped out like that. I guess because I forgot to pause it. That's why.
Just speak to me.
All right.
We have nothing to talk about.
So.
It doesn't really
Not
cost.
heroic, but at least it happened. And good on, you're welcome, all of you. I made you so much money.
Those
I'll
are
be,
regular,
using
and then
Venmo.
those three are
But
separate.
they won't.
Cool.
Because they'll be like, we don't, Carl will be like, well, Melton, when I do Melton show, he keeps all the money, and when I do Melton show, and when Melton does my show, I keep all the money.
By the way, the same goes for everything else. If I do WATP, I don't get paid. The pay is exposure.
Yeah, or it's
He made
just
a good
having
point.
fun.
He has 150 viewers.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. Maybe I just want to hang out on panel with some people and talk shit.
What you do with those viewers and
How much
you
money am I paying you to be
engage
here
that
right now?
audience is up to you. You know, he's right.
You're paying me in donuts.
Aw,
Shmuel Buckman
fuck.
paid me in credibility.
Kiwi Farms fans are on Aaron's side because he's
Alright.
against Nick. But they're not Steel Toe fans. They're not watching his show. We see
I
I saw
would
that
sort
Band-Aid
these
and I knew it.
cards,
the money is
but I
shit.
don't care about these.
Oh, go ahead.
If you had a compelling show,
So I'm
and
just gonna put
entertained
these
in any
You're
way,
like, I'll
that
sort these later.
You know,
Yes,
I
for a
always have
different
people
stream.
come
I kept
up,
look-
"Hey, man, I watched you on WATP and
I was
stuff
looking
like
at your
that."
Band-Aid. I was like, that's not a Coca-Cola Band-Aid. Like, my brain was like, oh, that's a Coca-Cola Band-Aid? I'm like, no, it's not. And then I saw the W just now. I was like, okay.
Yeah, it's Walgreens.
People fail to recognize that.
I was setting a shelf and I had to get like a piece of plastic off it and I was scraping it and then lost control and
Right in the tip.
It's important.
yeah, like right on the top of that.
Game it
So
out long term.
it'll probably be fine in the morning, but it was not fun when it happened.
You know, grab some of those viewers and bring them over to mine and show them what I do. Yeah, but what do you do? Nothing. So they shall be fleeting.
But
No.
Carl was on for like 5 hours yesterday. Probably also did make a cent. Because again, Carl's a cuck. Carl's literally.
Why do you think he didn't make any money?
Anything. He's like, no, Melton's my.
Carl's
Also, why does it
literally a
matter?
cuck. Okay.
A year ago, they act like they went to fucking grade school. This guy Melton, he's my boy.
It's because Kevin Brennan is a numbers counter.
As opposed to siding with Kiki. It's disgusting.
He's always watching other people's pockets.
Is that
What's your relationship with Carl? I've known Carl for 2 years.
is that what his wife liked about him?
And we worked together on several things. Consider Carl a friend now. Carl's a friend.
I mean,
now.
like,
I'm friends with his wife, Jen. They're friends. They're friends. We communicate. We trust each other. We work
oh,
together.
so you're friends with those
Yet
losers.
sometimes I guarantee. I think I go over the edge sometimes. I'm not very bright. I'm impulsive. I need to learn. 100%. Carl and I work to like again. You can't do anything with anybody if you don't have trust and mutual respect.
That's a good point.
Right.
Carl may say he's your friend. What do you guys do? How do you?
No, I watched that stupid Karmic dude say he was ripping on Hackamania 3 because like he was trying to make fun of Melton.
You go on his show.
And he was like, oh, Melton had to have an event to do networking. I'm like, that's exactly why you have an event, idiot. You know, like,
Come after
Yeah,
you
that's
want to know, you need to tighten the group up, you know, so we know who we're dealing with.
And I like Carl.
And Melton's the only one branching out. He called Dick and Vito, hey, you want to come? That's a completely different corner of the internet.
Don't make excuses for Carl. Carl was there the whole time. He didn't say one fucking.
Not completely, but, you know.
He didn't say boo to fucking Nick Ricotta. Nick Ricotta.
It kind of is.
it's
Yeah, you're right.
proof. He's a piece of shit. You know, you have to be like, oh.
It's similar, but it
the
covers
energies,
different
'cause I don't need
people.
them.
The Vito network. There's proof.
Uh-oh.
These guys are garbage. There's proof. Nick.
just like with the PETA.
Unless I'm gonna
Sounds like
actually play
garbage.
the TCG,
Proof of
like
what?
the physical card game, which I don't have any
Losing the
plans
plot,
to.
man.
I don't have any
That-
reason
Is a
to
pedophile.
keep
Mike
these
Boyce is a
energies.
pedophile. Shuli's a pedophile.
You want to hang out at the game shop at the mall?
The PETA.
Find some Pokemon battles?
Okay, we're done. You know what I mean? Like again, like
Not
imagine-
really.
Imagine wanting to have a conversation with any of these idiots.
This is too many
They've
energies.
convinced themselves they're right about stuff they
Gee.
made up.
Too many.
Ricotta's a piece of shit. There's literally court records. There's public documents that state Nick Ricotta kids tested positive for coke. It's incredible.
Kevin,
Yeah, and then it got thrown out because it was a false positive. It didn't even fucking mean anything. But that's all they can focus on because it's a kid and drugs.
Oh, so you support drug abusers.
These guys are fucking, they're literally human fucking garbage.
Kevin,
And now we're back to the mandolin. What did that have to anything to do with it? I'm sorry.
He was redder in the face than you are normally, you know?
He's very retarded.
Also, the fucking, yeah, they're never gonna, I'll never see $1 from that, but whatever.
The only saving grace Nick Rekieta has is that he has some semblance of self-awareness. Like, he knows he's fucking up. But he also doesn't seem very remorseful about fucking up. So.
Well, I mean, he doesn't really have anything to be necessarily remorseful about. He still currently has his family.
You're just gonna sit there and go, what do you want
True.
me to say? How about defend yourself, you fucking
I mean, that's
cokehead?
pretty good in my book.
I'm saying, did you or did you not blame April?
So all the yellow cards are down there in that box.
Yeah, what do you want me to say? Just that, all right.
You just answered. Either say you
With
did
the
it,
exception of these ones, which I'm going to put in the binder.
The defense that came in when I said, well, Melton, people call you a pedophile all the time, right?
Oh, wait.
You were
Right.
There we go.
like, whoa,
There you go.
too far. Like, are you fucking
I need to get like a marker here so I can know where to hold it.
I missed it.
serious? It's not known that you wrote a song
Both of
about
those are going in there.
super morbidly obese.
Call KB a paraplegic because he has no leg to stand on when it comes to families.
stared at you.
They stared at me
That's a
like
good
I
one,
had
Snugs.
fucking, I don't know.
I agree.
Dropped an atom bomb or something like that too far. That's
Yeah, so the song I wrote about a 5-year-old and a 6-year-old having sex.
Well, why would you do that, Melton? That sounds creepy.
It was so fun. And when she brought it up, we all just went, too far. Too far.
way too
I
far.
didn't sell it on iTunes.
Oh,
trying
I'm
to
not,
hide
I'm not
it.
holding that. That's not where you can see it. There we go.
Again, nobody can put any context around anything. It's like Melton wrote a song. Melton told a joke. Oh no.
Oh no, I hit the wrong button.
Guilty to revenge porn in a court of law? Yeah, but you wrote a song. I did.
All right, we'll put it right there.
13 years ago. I did, man. I'll never escape that.
I'm like, this is what people say. Are you serious?
Yeah, but the thing is, the fun
And
part.
then we all locked up and went too far.
I have a
We were in
new
the room, we were all like,
binder
too far.
here.
about
A
it,
much
we don't even have
bigger,
to go
thicker
there
binder,
because we have proof
There you go.
that Nick
which I
Ricardo
plan to
does
move
coke with
basically
kids.
all the
Card
shit to.
guard.
Tested positive.
It's on my SoundCloud. It's on my SoundCloud.
Those are the. That's exactly the style I remember having when I was younger too. Like, it has that.
What's up?
I've had ones that were
I
completely
like this
circular
one because
in the binder
you
in
can
the
see
middle.
through it.
Go check it out.
Oh.
We have proof that the
Yeah, you get your little preview.
hires pedophiles.
0 children were
Yeah, it's
harmed
neat.
in the writing of that song.
Around there now, but there's proof. The guy's going to jail. We don't have to be like, hey, we heard rumors and innuendo. We don't have.
Kevin is so for Kevin. It's all about money. He's so mad at Shuli for making more money, and the anger here today about me is all about because he's losing money. He's actually losing money. This week.
To do it. We
Yeah,
have
it's because he
proof.
pays his guests
Document
fucking $100 a pop.
Please.
Exactly, right. He got arrested with guns, drugs, and kids. Pled guilty to an enormous amount of cocaine. Okay? Your kid
Yep.
tested positive.
How do you
for
plead
cocaine.
guilty to
Somehow
cocaine?
I'm a monster for maybe wanting my friend not to live next
He
to a
pled
youth-
guilty
You're
to the
right.
possession.
I'm cocaine.
The energy. Again, what do you? Who gives a fuck? And I'm supposed to, and I'm the, and again, I told him, and I mopped the floor with them, and they were mad, and I just told them all, and I just like, you take a sip of water, you all right?
No, of course I'm not all right.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
neither Kiki nor
Two upset
Nick
idiots
Rekieta
who
was.
got together. Just mad.
Yeah, it was very stupid.
Just mad. What are you mad?
Neither one of them are very bright, it
What are you
seems.
mad about?
Not that
You
I'm
won,
much better,
according
but
to you convinced yourself. You've told everybody you won, and yet you're screaming. You're angry.
I'll tell you this: ain't nobody got my nudes.
You mopped the floor with everybody.
Are you sure?
Just sit back and enjoy it. Be calm.
I'll ask Dylan.
For you, your wife to leave your store so you can
If anybody would find him, he would.
send her back? Sorry.
Wait, Dad, what was happening again? So wait, he missed the drug test because
Poor
why?
Dylan. He got really drunk on Friday night.
In the house next door, which everyone knew, and by the way,
Is that on Luigi's stream?
because she took pictures
Yeah.
in the house. She even took pictures in that house that they own
Like,
That's what happens on Friday nights on Luigi's stream. We all drink and get drunk. I was super stoned.
She was just taking photos in that house.
Ooh, speaking of which, time for me to tuck up.
But I guess I confirmed it.
And then I'm gonna start sorting through these stacks right here.
Because if, even though it,
Yep,
I guess
that's what I'm packing a bowl right
it
now.
got her out of that fucking situation. Because why?
Smoke 'em if you got 'em,
He only
folks.
lets me come over when Kayla leaves for the grocery store, and then he has sex.
Literally the narcissist prayer. I didn't dox her, and if I did, I'm glad I did.
And if I did, they deserved it.
And if I did, I didn't mean to.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
I do it again because in the end, it got her out of that situation with that guy I don't like, and I'm not sure why.
Exactly. And again, yeah, and
This is a big storage tin I have for all the cards once I need to store them in bulk.
This holds up. This trash.
Idea is to sort most of them into these because I have a lot of pages.
yeah, damn, you
What?
are stacking on pages.
Yeah, I mean, like, because I want to at least keep one of every card. Duplicates after that, there's not really any point. Like I said, I have no intention of playing the physical card game. But if I'm going to be collecting the cards, I might as well collect them, you know? So I might as well keep one of each. I have all my originals in here, like...
Nick can text her to come over. The coast is clear for fucking. But she didn't have internet. She couldn't even see.
These are base set trainers right here.
Because her phone didn't.
We got base set. We got base set like white cards. We got base set fire. We got a whole bunch of shit. Oh, I keep setting this on the keyboard.
Hello.
Somebody
And
could teach me how
then
to
what
do
is it?
whippets, I wouldn't
8?
do 'em. I wouldn't do them.
Nope.
I've done cocaine.
6.
I've done acid. I've
Nope.
done
5.
Molly.
I got it that time.
Yep.
I was on
See,
acid, like campfire in
I had to get a thing so I can label them because I was trying to do that. Use my number pad, and that was exactly my problem. I was like, okay, cool, I got it all set up, and I have no idea what was what after that.
She's not responsible. She was only 30 years old.
Okay.
He taught her how to do whippets. Can you believe what he did to April?
I will never ever. I won't even fucking back down on that. And that's why Nick got so fucking angry right in the face because I called him out on the truth. And that morbidly super.
Called him out on the truth, or you called him out on shit you thought was true?
That's a good question.
Hold on. Like, are men like fucking me in my eye?
Because with like Brennan and Pat Dixon, like Brennan keeps saying the same thing about Dixon. It's like running his mouth about shit that he doesn't know, and it wasn't true. Like, I don't think.
How'd that work about Perfect Dixon?
Like, did Pat Dixon get physical with women? Maybe, but did he punch him in the fucking face like he keeps, like Brennan keeps saying? I don't think so. I think that would have got some jail time at some point from any of his past relationships, you know?
Yeah, who is that? Who is that?
From pretty
Fun,
antisocial.
again, who knows?
They follow everything I do, and you know, it's revolting. Who else was there? Yeah, and then Nick.
I mean, who hasn't savagely beat women before, right?
Who let his kids get into his stash of
Depends if you consider Gino a woman. Nice one, Snugs.
Yeah.
I got Betty Gavis eyes.
Okay, hold on. Let me play this thing because I think this is where you ask them about the.
Okay, cool.
Holy shit, Cardiff's kids and I said that at the same time.
They have these Halloween themed cards, and all of them have this like like watermark on it, like a Pikachu pumpkin.
Oh yeah, I see.
I think they're kind of
If
cool.
you lived in my side house, Cardiff kids, I would text you when the coast is clear. Come on over, let's make puns together.
Nervous about what?
Oh and Moody can suck my dick as well, too. You condescending, misogynist motherfucker.
Well, you don't have one, so that's really difficult logistically.
Nervous about what?
No, just don't get nervous. It's gonna be okay. You seem to get very angry.
Nervous about.
I know.
Look, he's so cocky. He's so
That's such a
cocky.
fucking annoying argument tactic.
You'll, support him. This guy does coke
All
with
right,
his
now,
kids.
now keep your calm, because I'm about to say something that might make you mad.
No, I know you
Just
have a
fucking say
tendency
what you
to
gotta
flip
say.
out and, you know, like, panic whenever I say things that upset you. It's like,
All got thrown out.
yep, there's a whole bunch of examples of that. Why don't you just say your thing, please?
Coke with his kids. Do you understand like how we go down this slope of like, yeah, what else can I say that makes me feel better? That's not true.
You come out to Vegas with us. I mean, but then they have a problem with me. Again, I haven't done any coke. I don't even do coke by myself, let alone my kids.
You don't do
You don't need to
anything
be
with
on
anyone.
coke.
Cocaine. I'm like in college.
Right, yeah, you don't need to be doing any. He doesn't need to do anything with anyone to beat him.
You didn't get arrested
There we go,
for
right
it.
there. There it is.
For doing coke
Ah,
with kids.
I'm like,
Time for me to yell so I can make my point!
doing coke was in college. What do you want from me? I don't know what else to tell you. Like,
All right, this is clip
Is
number.
that what happened?
This is in one of my decks in the actual like card game.
No. There was like
Right here, because the ability.
stumbling and-
Attacks be used by your evolution fire Pokemon just do 10 more damage with each of these Pokemon that are on your bench. So I can just put like 4 of these on the bench and just have one fire Pokemon and it'll just do extra damage because I have these guys.
They asked me and I was very clear. I was like, no.
I always
Good for
love cards
stacking
that stack
damage.
like that.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Yep.
I'll get to it. I'll get to it. Let's see. I know you only have. I know you only.
35 minutes. Like,
I know that you.
To my recollection, I don't think what are you asking?
only have a few minutes. So, did you or did you not?
Snowman by Idealism. This is a good song.
Did you not get into a blame April for missing your drug test, and did she or did she not call me hyperventilating?
Ooh,
crying?
trainer. Alright.
Did I blame April for missing a drug test?
See, first of all, when you don't really know what you're gonna say, you repeat the question. Remember, Opie asked Julie a question, and Julie repeated.
That is true. And the motivation for that can be multiple reasons. You know. But that's a good point by Kevin. I'll give him that one. Because again, that's what Kiki.
It'd be
was
nice
doing
if they
a lot
got
of times.
Gino on there too, so they could all just blow out my eardrums simultaneously instead of this slow, long death.
That is a good point. That is what people do. But you can be drawing out
Valid.
response for several
Valid.
different reasons. You know. So I don't know. Again, there's a world where everything Nick says is a lie. I'm not retarded. I understand that Nick could be playing everybody. Again, using everybody to get this cum rumor out and everything. But if Nick's making up the cum thing, I don't give a fuck. Aaron's losing his mind about it.
It would be funny if he was.
Yeah,
All
that's
the text messages are
that's
fake.
what makes it. That would make it so much better to me if he was just making it up.
Especially Aaron.
You know, and just to stick it to Aaron.
Right. All Aaron had to do would be like, yeah, that's bullshit, and then just never talk about it again.
That's insane.
He didn't though. What
Yep.
Aaron did was
Yum.
retort without. Yeah, exactly. Without denying anything, he just retorted.
I don't have to soundboard. Got him.
Right, because if Carl weren't there, if it were up to fucking red-faced, fucking junkie strip mall lawyer Ricada and Melty, they
Johnny
would've-
Arcade says it's funnier if it's fake, to be honest.
I call him Melty.
Exactly. Yeah.
Stop that.
Aaron just eating cum is hilarious and gross. Nick making up that Aaron ate cum and Aaron doing a show about
That would be
eating
one of the
cum
all
every
times.
goddamn day is fucking
The all-time
funny.
greatest.
That's even better. That's even fun. That's a man literally puppeteering your life.
would have never sent me the link because he knows. He knows.
Ooh,
I'm
beautiful
fucking right,
card.
so.
I posted this on Twitter the other day.
No, I didn't blame
You
April
said
for
to
missing
her.
a drug
Look at him,
test.
little
How
scamp.
did you put it? You said to
You
her,
let you left him alone for a half hour. You thought you could go to the store, and here he was working out, and then got bored and tore up the fucking living room.
Even with those glasses,
My couch
and the
cushions.
and the beard, he can't hide those fucking welts
That's
on
true
his
though.
face.
Little goober.
He looks worse than Tom Hanks in that Philadelphia movie.
And that's
Well, you can't have strong puppies.
Okay, that one.
So upset in my entire life. Crying, hyperventilating, beside herself crying, saying, well, Kayla and I got...
Right. See, she's using this evidence right here. April called me beside herself crying, and then later in the show she's like, but that was bullshit, and I'll show you the text messages that April was bullshitting me about this. You can't hammer him with that. If he was lying.
That's a good
if
point.
April was lying. And you're going to, you know, it was all a lie then. He never did any of that. Who cares?
This doesn't bolster your argument in any way. This doesn't mean you like.
Gyarados.
Shows how emotional you are.
I miss
Does
Team
not
Rocket.
bolster your argument in any way. That is very
If
correct,
you're
Mountain.
in the corner pouting, going like, "Look at him with his fucking stupid glasses and his dumb beard," you're just putting a pejorative.
This is an interesting new type of Pokemon. It's like a living engine.
Parts of
Reverum.
appearance. Over there with his gay eyes. Got him.
What kind of Pokemon is that?
So wait, so
I mean, it's like I said, it's like literally a living like car engine.
So he
But I mean, like, what do they classify it? Like electric or
Oh, it's steel.
about April
Steel.
that made him miss his drug test, and he blamed
Magnezone though, he's electric.
That's what I'm saying. They had their last drug test to go to, right?
They went as a couple, Nick, Ricotta, and Kayla.
Yes.
can I build a vehicle out of Pokemon? Is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, probably actually, yeah. They have a vehicle type Pokemon. His name is Cyclizar. It's like a really fast lizard.
Kayla, we just have to get through this stuff. I'm gonna leave
Sweet.
Kayla for you.
I'm about lizards. I like reptiles. They're
Where
fun.
the husband says to the mistress, "I'm gonna leave my wife."
Right.
Full art
So
cards
then-
are go
then
so
they
fucking
start-
pretty.
First of all, they could have done the drug test.
Yeah.
That's the oldest trick in the book.
That one that you showed that was like it had no border. It was like full on.
We know that
That
asshole.
one trainer card.
Yeah, that's how you keep a bitch under thumb. That's how you keep a side piece under
That's
thumb.
Gary. Yeah, it's Gary Oak.
Is that Gary?
Yeah.
He's all grown up now.
Yeah, that's what you say. Have you ever seen The Sopranos?
It's a
That's
touch
what
of
you say to a
Gary.
fucking side piece. Yeah, man, I'm just waiting to get all my ducks in a row, and then I'm gonna leave her.
That's not. That's a terrible move right there. The surprise pump. I'm not into that.
April's an idiot.
Anytime during
People have accused me like, Melton.
In the video games, I always started with grass types. Grass types are generally pretty good. They're like a solid start. In Scarlet, that's my starter with the grass type.
Don't forget, these two spent
I'm a
3
fire
years
type. I
together
always pick
and
fire
met
type. I don't know.
twice. Like she's like my bestie Aperu.
from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. But they start fighting.
I like the
about
EX cards because the art is pretty cool. Like it bleeds off of the panel, but it's not like actually like a full art card. And then V cards are just nice. Because they're typically full art.
I went back. Yeah, those are the ones I liked, like you just showed, with the where the art bleeds off the side. Yeah, those look cool too.
Oh, these ones like the EX. Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah, I like that style.
Like climbing out of the panel, that's cool. Yeah, I like those.
Yeah. I was looking at some of my sports cards not too long ago. Like it's not a real collection like how you're doing now. It's just a bunch of cards in a box anymore. And you can see like the older cards that were made in the 80s, like late 80s, early 90s. The difference in photography and style of card within like 5 years is amazing. They were like layered cardboard, and then they started doing like this, more like a playing card style.
I like that one because there's like water on the bottom of the card down here. It's like splashing.
To be logically consistent.
Pretty cool.
But yeah, that was definitely one of the things that made card collecting interesting, seeing foil cards and different style photography. Like some people were like good at capturing certain pictures. You'd be like, damn, that's a nice ass card, man, you know.
Don't you get in trouble for doing coke with your kids and then missing your drug test?
Yes, you do.
I don't know. You tell me.
She said it was their last.
Tell me how your kids are, fucking dude.
So the county
This is my only shiny energy, I think, from like any of the new sets.
But then when I say that, I'm a monster. Oh my god, I shouldn't have revealed that information.
Actually, kind of nice.
You're a monster.
Does the fire energy look the opposite like that? Like
I
that
don't know,
one's
I don't have
the water one is.
shiny fire energy.
What do you want me to say?
I was wondering if like the water and the fire.
Energies I have are
Answer the fucking question, bitch.
Why isn't Carl
like this
speaking up
old
for
one.
men? Oh wait.
Right there, the top one.
Yep. See, the art style is different on what they look like. That water drop looks like half a yin yang. That's why I'm asking. I was curious if the other fire has the other half of the yin yang. Kind of drop, like the water's a drop. I think the fire might be like a flame that looks like the reverse of the drop. But I'm not sure.
This is scary. This is like when my
Yeah, I'm just connecting dots that might not be there.
You think she made it up?
No, I don't think she made it.
This is actually a good, decent card. When you play this card, you can search your deck for 2 items.
Yeah, I missed the drug test.
But and pause. Here's another thing. They told they
By all
were
the
frantically tweeting.
not a
Keanu
good art
misheard
on that
April.
card.
They never missed a drug test. They didn't miss this drug test.
Who was
Not
tweeting
true.
that?
Rakeda and April was going, no, that never happened. They didn't miss their drug test, I promise. But also, again,
But she called you on the phone crying.
yes, and saying they missed a drug test. Now he just admitted that they did. But also,
The evolved
there
version
is,
of Giraffarig.
there is a chance that he had a hold of.
Then we have another gorgeous full art card.
Like Keanu.
The whole bunch of these chat tots chilling,
$100 a week to
making
do a
music.
shitty show in my studio. He is a one-trick pony. Imbecile. He's gonna sit there and yell at his monitor like stuttering.
Then we have a
John.
full art
Yells
EX.
at empty houses. 15 minutes yelling, and he's only got through 1 minute of the video. Fuck him and his NX wife.
Holy shit.
Fucking dolt.
Full art trainer. These are nice. I like these guys.
Voice too.
Salvatore.
Bubble Popper 24. Toe will lean heavily on Kiki when he returns. Gonna clit ride her clout. Yeah, of course.
Split Rider Clout. Hell yeah.
Can't stream now. SP is not having
Torterra.
fun.
Big turtle.
This little piggy numbers are insane. What's
Another
it up to?
beautiful
I don't
full
even know.
art. Some kids riding
Tommy
this
from Rhode
grandpa.
Island. Thank you, Patrick. What a nice surprise for us East Coast insomniacs.
Dragging
That's the thing,
grandpa.
too, is like, I don't know what this little piggy is up to in numbers. We don't do that show for the numbers. This is
Another
these
full
guys
art chat tot.
incentive. We genuinely have fun.
That's cool.
In a group chat, talking about all this
Mirrored
stuff.
on.
We have fun coming together on Fridays and doing this show.
I like how it looks like he's reaching out
We
towards
actually
you.
talked about it in that show earlier in the show.
It gives it like a
Before we
3D
knew any of
effect.
This shit was gonna go down. How if we're having fun and the show goes long, who
Full
cares? It's
art
not tied to
hollow
money or
giraffe
goal
rig.
or any of that stuff. It's a genuine good time. Moody's
So I have
never
that
got
one
paid a dime
and hold on.
for this
yeah.
little piggy.
Make sure I'm not losing this place.
He could probably hit us up and negotiate that. He probably should, but he's too dumb and too short to know better.
Sure.
But he has a good time. He thoroughly enjoys this stuff. He enjoys it. I try
Do I have
to
that
take
one?
care of my little Try to take care of my little
And then that one.
Bubble Popper 24. You probably made enough yesterday to buy Emma mouse. I could buy him so many mice. Many much moosin'.
Mirror, mirror on the
Citizen
wall, fix
M,
my gullet
more like
once
Citizen
and for
Mouse.
all.
Did I get him? Did I
Moody
win?
says,
Patrick's.
I want to apologize to feminist Keanu. I wish to be better. Please let me know what types of abuse towards women I should encourage and when I should dox battered women. Thanks.
That's a good question.
Molly,
When do
the
we
problem
dox
is-
them?
The good thing is you're recognizing your shortcomings and you're willing to
When it benefits your argument.
work on it. Molly, Kiki.
Okay, cool. Thanks. I'll remember that.
Mass blocking tonight. Week. I don't know. She learned it by watching the toe. Silence too good.
Ooh, there's a Fortnite update. Wonder what it is.
So confidently incorrect about things
An
that
iron
happen on video. What
boulder.
a sight to see. That's the
Ooh, now this is a gorgeous card. Full art
It's
Ghastly.
fine. Look, everyone has their own
Whole bunch of
interpretation
Ghastly
everything.
Haunters and a Gengar or two.
It seems obvious that the only side Melton has is laugh.
I love this Pokemon.
And fun that infuriates people from
Yeah,
some
let me see how
weird
close I
reason.
can get it.
don't- Like,
There we go.
because if you're having fun, your audience is gonna have fun. Everybody
Gorgeous
over in
card.
I like that there's a Meowth in that picture too. Like to kind of show that they're
right, just as angry as him. I don't know why.
on the same side of Pokemon.
Oh shit, you're right. I didn't even see that. He's right there next to the mysterious beam
I
words.
get accused of not touching grass all the time. It's like, all right.
Good eyes on that.
Detroit Mike for 17 months. She said Nick and April are hooked on Whippets at
Code
20, a
scroll.
20-second high. And that moron is acting like it's heroin. I'm gonna say this once and then.
Then we
say
got
again.
2
FKB.
full art
Yeah,
copies.
It does from what I understand, it does significantly like eat away at your brain. Like it's not a good drug.
Yeah, it fucks your brain up. Whippets are not good.
And then 2, I don't know what these are called, but they're like,
it's like Molly.
ultra gold rare.
Molly. I have friends who used to do Molly every weekend. It's like
Very cool card.
Fuck your brain up. Just doing Molly like non-stop. You do have to kind
What?
of
No. I have an immortal brain.
regenerate the what is the chemical? Oxytocin.
I could never die.
Sword and Scale.
Now this is a really cool card concept for a Pokemon. It's like a lizard sniper on a sniper tower.
Check out Sword and Scale if you're into some of that murder stuff. Aaron the Rat, member for 10 months. Get
That's
her a
crazy.
body bag. Who, Kiki? Get her a body bag.
And then there's the whole art. You can see how tall the sniper tower he is on. He's above the clouds.
AI nonsense super tips. I saw a video about AI hallucinations and
Sniper lizard.
Create one.
Oh, I was playing some goofy Fortnite, and I hit a sniper shot that made me feel so good, and then I got my ass handed to me the rest of the day.
Yeah, they want to make sure that you don't feel good for too long.
I missed it.
It's just a weird flower. That's all it is.
Because again, I tuned out a lot of that shot. I don't really care about
With a full art Ortega.
I honestly, I'm not even kidding. I don't know what they're fighting about. Nick is again.
A beautiful
Kiki
full
goes
art
around
Cleffa.
lying all the time and is buddy with a guy who.
That's a
lies
nice
about it
picture.
and Effectively turned.
Yeah,
his
she's just out there
family
like
into his ex-wife.
on a lake or on a rock or something. It's very pretty.
So again, if Nick.
And I love the way the hollow is. Like you can see it there, like the way it makes lines like shooting stars.
Shooting stars. Yep, I was just gonna say that.
But that's what he's doing. I don't know
Very
why.
cool.
Why is Kiki? Again,
Got another
we're,
Rever
like, so
Room.
new to the internet, they gotta run around and put out fires everywhere.
Then we got
It's like,
where the hell this guy is.
Imagine me in Kiki's chat screaming.
A
at her,
3-headed
send me the
dragon.
link. I gotta come on. I need to clear up the record. It's like again, girl, do your victory lap. Take that trophy you 3D printed in your dumb brain and just put it
Got a
up on the
Blissey
mantle.
V
You
with a
deserve-
Nurse
you
Joy.
You earned that one. That's all you, girl. I get it. I get it.
He's carrying
You
the
gotta take
towels,
win,
being
take
helpful
a
and
win.
shit.
Stevie Patrick, are you gonna remove Kiki's voice from AI tips since she rescinded
Then we have a
her
Drampa.
permission? No.
Victini.
Actually, maybe. So get him in tonight. Get your last.
I like how blue the eyes are from
Yes,
the
it-
hollow.
Yeah, that's another one of that. Like it looks really good without that the border that stands out. It kind of just floats there on the card.
Beautiful full art Swablu. Got a Wingull down there, and then a Swablu down there, just hanging out with the Wingulls.
We know for a fact that Nick and April cared about each other. Kiki, if Kiki gave a fuck
Got a
about April,
Hoopa.
she wouldn't be
Some scary ass Pokemon with multiple
doing what
arms.
she does with Aaron while he talks mad shit about April. All we are pointing out here is logical fallacies. All we're pointing out is a lack of consistency in her brain.
Vito too. Buying video games sucks now.
I don't pretend to give a fuck about April. I really don't. Whenever I bring up any,
Yeah, buying
click
video
on it,
games
but I'm
always
watching
suck.
Melton.
understand what you're saying. From what I understand, April's moved on, has a life, has a job, has a new man. Wish her the best. She's
April's
human
alive?
being.
X to doubt.
She's a human being. When she was on the show, she loved shitting on everybody and was relentless.
Yeah, that's the part where I lose my little bit of sympathy. She enjoyed it when it was Chad. She enjoyed it when it was Opie. She enjoyed it until they got more attention from YouTube.
You have the same. You have rights. You're allowed to just go be a person.
Oh, I didn't know that. I would have fucking. That would change everything if I knew that. I have rights.
Just go be a human, I guess. What, you know how hard that is?
He's got a new theme song where he calls her a co-core. He mentions all the time.
So this is a really good ability.
And loves when his chat brings that stuff
There you
up
go.
too, 'cause he gets to
Prevent all damage to this Pokemon by any EX or V.
that he's willing to let it
So you can just put this thing, if your Pokemon has an EX or V, which is like, here. These are all EX Pokemon. They're all like strong as fuck, you know? They're all like good Pokemon. And then you just throw out this weak ass dude and he's just like, yeah, I'm sorry. I don't get hurt by those. Sorry, switch out to a different Pokemon if you want to kill me. Or make me switch. Sorry, I'm just a nice wall for a while. This Pokemon is part of my my favorite deck to play because of that ability right there.
Code Protect.
During your next turn, prevent all damage to each of your future Pokemon by any EX Pokemon. So all you do is just use that attack, and then the next turn, all of your Pokemon that have a future are just protected from damage, essentially. Unless they decide to switch out or do a different strategy, you can just sit there and just chip away at them with little damage at a time and just protect your entire squad. It's a really good strategy if they don't have a way to counter it.
I was gonna say it's frustrating if they don't have a counter, because then you just gotta sit there and watch your death by 1,000 cuts.
You'll never convince her she's not a genius. You'll never convince her she's not running circles around her. Again, that's why I say, like, let her have her little... It's cute. It's cute.
You can't treat her like an adult.
Still yelling and defending yourself like this if you're...
Because she won't.
You know you didn't win. You know.
She'll just ask you the same question 40 times in a row. And ask why you didn't answer it, even though you answered it the first time and the 39th time.
That by how angry he gets for an hour. And
he was angry because you wouldn't listen to a goddamn word he said.
Also, wait, I just got here. I just got here, you red-faced little bitch. I just got here. All right, great. I just got here. When did you get the permission from her to display the text messages at Hackamania? Was it January? Was it March?
You don't want to.
No. When did you get the permission from her? Here I am.
Also, Melton, are you paying taxes?
Also.
You made a lot of super tips yesterday. Are you paying your taxes?
I don't know. Is he? Is that relevant? The IRS is coming.
Shut up, Kevin. Shut up. Like, what? This is like, again, fuck. I'm God.
SWAT's on the way right now.
Is everybody paying their taxes on super tips? I know I pay taxes on my super champs or whatever the fuck they're called, super chats. I'm paying taxes.
My super champs.
Paying taxes?
No. Contact the IRS immediately. I don't pay taxes on anything. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Tax people.
I'm a religion. I don't need to pay for.
Turn me in. Shoot off an email.
Melton the tax man.
And no matter how many times I ask,
Snugs on Discord says, last I check, I can show any text messages I've received to anyone I want. Yeah, that's pretty much how they work. It's maybe not a good move. Maybe you're an asshole for it, but it's perfectly legal.
They won't take my fucking talking head off of there.
I asked them and they said no.
I didn't sign anything.
Yeah, you can sue them.
Their terms of service say we have written consent from all of these people. You never got my fucking written
Oh, that's kind
consent.
of Pomini thing.
I'm retracting my permission.
I am too.
Yeah.
We'll edit all this.
I am too.
This out. Don't worry about any of it.
This is a legal document.
Yeah. Kevin Brennan, you are also a talking head. So we both
On air.
Please stop using Kevin and Kiki's voice. I don't know how to turn it off. Mooney lost the keys to the back end. You could be costing me money every fucking time you send in a super tip with their voice, so please do not.
Streamlabs, PayPal, Super Champs.
Oh fuck.
I really put that Kiki in her place
Super
when
Champs.
I told her if she had kids, the government would take them away. Total nictory.
John
Nictory's
O'Reilly,
good.
yesterday's highlight was Nick seething at AI Kiki after saying
Nictory
anyone
screech.
who is an idiot. Nick is a dirtbag. No tax on tips. Got him. Oh yeah, it's true. There's no tax on tips, Kevin.
Damn. What now,
I
loser?
retract. I never gave him permission, but I will be suing them extemporaneously. I'm trying
Here's
to
Sword Dog.
I'll be suing them succinctly and punctuatia. I'm gonna get him, but I know he's not paying taxes because everybody's bragging how much Melton made yesterday. Does he pay taxes? Did he pay Carl? Did he pay Kiki?
What are you, the police?
I know he's not paying taxes because everyone's bragging about how much he made yesterday.
It's like, yeah, what the fuck kind of logic is that?
Imagine watching this guy.
I'm a genius.
Like, that's a good point.
Did he
You know what? I made a ton of money. Let me not pay taxes on it.
Fuck the IRS.
Because that is what everybody says. He's got a hairy hump.
Kiki Crown, the Trans-Siberian, modern,
Bro, speak English.
Okay. And I think it's going to and having going here type. And our
Yeah, I don't know about all that. Brennan, stop. You're sounding ridiculous.
He's yelling at his Vietnamese wife.
That's actually a good point.
Job.
That's actually a good point.
No. When did you get the permission from her?
Here I am doing a podcast.
Here, see? When did you get the permission? When did you get the permission?
Your voice, your name, image, likeness. Yes.
Exactly. And I only gave them I said, I want a talking head. I was being cute. I never signed anything. Their terms
So?
I never gave permission. I'm taking away any permission right now.
Yeah,
this is legal document.
That's how it works.
Stream is a legal document.
I know. Oh, good grief.
I thought you hadn't talked to her in January. Then you said March at a traffic stop. Did you get the permission at a traffic stop?
What are you talking about?
He didn't talk to...
How does Melton know?
Yeah, they had a full-blown fucking...
It's like she's retarded. I'll be right back. I'm gonna put some food in the oven.
Follow what's going on, Kevin.
All
You're
right.
out of it as fuck.
It's only midnight.
It's like going, how
I'm
do you
hungry.
know 2 plus 2 is 4? I paid attention in math class. You're out of it as fuck. You were interviewing Joey C's sister for a money law.
Fine, I'll just eat something cold out of the fridge.
How does Melton know what the fuck he's even talking
Frozen
about?
Salisbury
He
steaks.
lived with the Riccattas as well? He lived with April in the whorehouse? Like what the fuck is happening? All of a sudden Melt's an expert on when people got texts and when people saw each other in cars? How the fuck does he think? Why, because that's what Nick Ricotta, the cokehead dad,
The
told
strip
him?
mall junkie lawyer? Okay, yeah.
Kiki, you're bringing up a thing you learned from Nick, and then you're confusing it with another thing you learned from Nick. So I come in to correct you about the timeline because you're getting it wrong, and then your argument is like, yeah, according to Nick, but you can't trust that. It's like, that's what we're talking about is things we both learned from Nick. You're just getting it wrong. Yeah, it could all be fake. Then what are you arguing? You're arguing about a thing you heard from Nick. I'm just telling you, you're getting it wrong.
Hey, when did you get the law?
You're getting it wrong because you're not plugged into this again.
He's plugged in. He's plugged in, so he knows the timeline of everything.
Right, and
These guys are all fucking know-it-alls. Carl and his clubfoot.
Yeah,
Melton
it's
and
their
his
job.
girlfriend.
That's why they know it all.
Experts on everything. They know every timeline. They know what everybody's doing. It's unfucking believable.
Right, as if I didn't talk to April for weeks on the phone with
You were like his bestest friend. But somehow Melton knows more about the timeline than you. He knows when April texted you, when she called you. I mean,
I have no idea when. Again, now Kevin can't follow what's going on. I don't know when April called or texted Kiki. Imagine me giving a fuck. Imagine, you know what I spoke up about? I helped Kiki find where to find call history in her phone. That's what I talked about. I didn't argue about dates or times. I don't know when you guys talk. Who gives a shit?
This is clown town.
Like Kevin can't follow what's going on either. He's like, but this is why I would have never purposefully made this happen on my own show. But I never brought this idiot on. You can't, again, and, you know, I'm sorry it sounds mean. You're too dumb to have a conversation with me. Sorry, I'm not interested. I'm not interested. You're too far behind. There's no getting you to catch up. You're too stupid to talk to me. That's a fact. You can run around and tell everybody I'm scared to send you the link and I could never one-on-one. You're right. You're right.
Oh, so I'm stupid.
It's contagious. I'm afraid you might make me stupid. You know, just watching.
That, yeah, that's what I would be afraid of right there. Stupid is contagious when you're around Kiki.
They're wrong. So no. I'm genuine. Well, when did you get the permission from her to share the text messages?
It was written on her boyfriend's middle finger, you dumb bitch.
See, where's Carl defending you here? He's literally calling you a dumb bitch. And he couldn't be. He's not talking to anybody else. He's talking to you. So what? Carl doesn't have.
Well, by your logic, Brennan, somebody should be on your show to defend Melton because you're running your mouth unfettered.
I don't understand that either. Right.
Well, answer the question. Answer the question. When did
You don't know how to read a fucking clock, Keanu. You don't understand a lot of shit. Like multiplication tables.
Again, Carl wasn't upset that you do his show. He's asking why you find it okay to do his show and you've accused him of revenge porn, which Kevin didn't do. But Kiki accused Kevin of doing revenge porn and was just, again, asking for some consistency in your logic. Why do you do Kevin's show if he revenge porned you? But Kevin's take on that is like, he cares if you do my show. No. We're just asking her to, like, back up her stance.
Carl's like, yes, and whatever my pals are doing, I gotta do. Melton's laughing, so it must be funny. So now Carl's laughing.
Is that how stand-up comedy works? A guy's on stage telling jokes, one person laughs, and then all of a sudden the rest of the room laughs? Oh, because they saw the one guy laugh. No, maybe something funny just happened. Like they can't even imagine it. Everyone's laughing because Melton laughed.
Oh, so you're flooding the room with laughing
Not because
gas.
something funny occurred. 'Cause that never happened.
Actually, not a bad idea, right?
The only time a group of people ever laugh is when the lead
I'll pump the room full of nitrous oxide, and then I'll go up and do the shittiest stand-up and then get praise for it.
talk to her since January or March at a traffic stop? Did you get?
I did. How do I talk to her at a traffic stop?
January or March.
Talk to who at a fucking traffic stop in Minnesota?
All I wanted.
Again, because we're both pulling from the same source material, a story Nick told. I'm just quoting it accurately. It could all be bullshit. But if we're going to use Nick's words against him, we need to get the words right. Correct?
I didn't know was, did you get permission to display her text at Incelamania? Like on a screen?
Incelamania. There's no way she came up with that on her own.
I'm sure you can sue him. I mean, I don't know what you're gonna gain.
She has a new boyfriend and a job and trying to, I guess, stay away from him. Thank fucking God. But just because when...
God, dude, I hate when...
When did Nick Rekieta even say he was going to go to Hackamania? So if their relationship ended back in last winter, and was it like a grand plan? Like, I'll go to Hackamania and display these text messages? And
it ended in January. Again, you can't keep up with anything.
Maybe they
I think it's funny that Kiki is just completely rambling the entire time and rarely makes a coherent point the entire, 6 hours she's on there or whatever.
What makes it worse is there's people that think she actually owned Rekieta because he lost his composure and she just sat there saying, did you or did you not? Did you or did you not? I mean, it was very telling that Nick loses his temper easily. But that doesn't make her any more victorious.
Like, he's been built, like, I mean, like, specifically with Kiki, like,
I know what
He's
you're saying,
hated her
fair,
for
yeah.
quite a long time. And then she keeps prodding and prodding and prodding and prodding. And he's like, fuck you, you dumb bitch. I wish you were dead.
I know, yeah, I get it.
And in an absence of consistency.
Now, yes, I will admit, maybe he could have just been like, ugh, and just, ignored it. But
That's
when is he
that's the
when is
thing,
he
like,
ever gonna get a chance to call Kiki a dumb whore other than that?
Yeah, especially to her face, right?
Mhm.
And Melton too, though. He was getting frustrated with his stupidity. I saw it. It's like, shut up and let me correct you, and she wouldn't shut up.
She also wouldn't accept the answer as it was given.
Yes.
You don't have to do that. If you send me a picture of yourself,
I love the full art cards of Pokemon and people, like, living in harmony and shit.
Expectation of privacy. Or they're nude.
Yeah, and like they're just kind of like chilling, coexisting.
Everyone knows this. Everyone.
Some of them have jobs out, from what I understand.
And haven't made any good point.
Absol.
This is self-fellatio. Yeah, we're right. Andy has a hunch.
Oh, got him.
Melton just thinks he can get away, like he doesn't pay his taxes, and now he just, it's...
How do you know that?
Because a minute ago, did you pay your taxes? I bet he doesn't pay his taxes. I know he doesn't pay his taxes. Now Melton doesn't pay his taxes. Whew, that was a slippery.
I'm very convincing.
See, that's it too, but Melton just nailed it. He just keeps repeating his own lie until he makes it his own truth. It's so fucking weird,
Yeah.
man.
John does the same shit.
I can't watch John. He's too
I cannot watch John
wet.
like by himself.
He drools
at
on
all.
himself. Yeah, I understand.
I'll just end up screaming. This is my favorite card in the trading card game currently. It's just this trainer. But what it allows you to do is pull 2 energies from the deck. You put 1 in your hand, and then you can equip the other energy for free using the trainer. So you can equip 2 energies per turn using a Crispin. Which is really nice because you can equip 3 energies per turn or more if you have abilities that can do that too. So it can help snowball your energy really early in the game.
Yeah, timing. It all depends on your pull when you get those first 5 in your hand, It's a good card. Yeah, that's definitely something you want at the top of the match to set you up.
For example, if your Pokemon has like a 2 energy attack, then you can just play a Crispin, and then first turn that you're able to attack, you already have the energy equipped.
That are trying to change the subject, and then again, Melton acts like he was there, like he was literally there the whole time. He lived in a horror house in Medicine.
It could be made up. I don't know anything. But if we're gonna discuss,
No, it's all
It
speculation.
can't be made up.
Nobody really knows what happened except April, Nick, Aaron, and Kayla.
And you read the wrong book.
And all of them are unreliable narrators.
Correct. It might be a work of complete.
In fact, I think April would probably be the one to tell the most truth out of all of it.
Both have read the same book.
Because she would probably look the least
And in this case,
shitty.
you did read the same book, but your brain fucked it all up like a word jumble.
Only one of Nick's kids even knows about any of it.
He's a fucking. I can't believe you sat there.
Yeah, I would assume the oldest one, because, he can put 2 and 2
Yep.
together.
Yeah, it was the oldest.
Well, she thinks she killed it. She thinks she was doing great and owning everybody.
He or she, I'm not even sure if he has a older son or
Is
daughter.
that usually how you talk about a victim?
Doesn't matter, but yes, it was the oldest
I'm
one.
confused. How does it usually go? Do you go like, I mopped the floor with them, and 5 of them ganged up on me?
I corrected myself like they were going to see this in the future or something, and I didn't want to insult it.
But you won, right?
They're never going to see this shit, you know what I mean?
Maybe put the victim card away? I don't know, but you won. You mopped the floor with everybody. And they all ganged up on me. And I won.
Victory!
Yep.
But they still were being mean. It's like, what?
Huh?
woman, and I fucking buried these fucking clowns. So.
Do you?
I buried him.
That's why we're all dead today.
Yep.
Dead men tell no tale.
Dumbest person on the planet.
Dead man walking.
Look at this, Carl defending you. You're the dumbest person on the planet. Is that even possible?
There's that
You're the
fire
dumbest
moth I was
person
talking
in
about.
Dabbleverse.
Very pretty.
I mean, we got all
Very
kinds-
pretty Pokemon.
I mean, Clearwater Chad doesn't know where the Pope was born. Don't get me started with Bobo.
You still have the permission.
Bobo? You're going back to Bobo. Get the fuck out of here, Brennan.
I don't know where
Brennan,
the Pope was.
Bobo's not in the Dabbleverse. What are you talking about?
I'm not Catholic and I don't care. I guess I'm dumb. I guess I don't keep my TV on CNN all day, so I'm retarded.
You are.
No, and that only
You must
matters
be.
to Brennan because Brennan's Catholic. They grew up in a Catholic house. And he don't even care, except tangentially, to complain about it.
Literally the dumbest person on the planet.
Look how red you are. Look how red you are. When did you get the permission?
Oh, I mean, I know.
Because you're pissing me off.
I've seen all the American Pope stuff, but I don't give a fuck. Okay, Chicago. Who cares? Who gives a fuck?
You're emotional,
Does
so
that
you
make-
lose.
Now that I know that, am I intelligent?
Oh, okay.
When
Oh.
did you get the permission? When did you get the permission?
Kiki, you gotta let him answer, honey.
This is after Melton talks over everybody. Now he's like, you got to play by the rules. He's got fucking these.
Imagine having the take that Melton was talking over everybody. Keanu wouldn't let Nick answer for the first 20 minutes a question. She just kept yelling, whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it.
Whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it, Lodian.
Went like, he's answered it. He answered it.
That's a
And she
cool,
just
like,
kept yelling over
fire
everybody.
crocodile.
So much so that Moody had to do a little skit, a little act out, showing her what she was doing. Nobody kept saying to me, Melton, let people talk.
What is this song? This is good.
Again, I'm not involved.
Illusions by
I'm trying to,
Idealism.
like, steer it and keep everybody honest.
Yeah, this what channel is this? I think you linked me to it. I probably am subscribed to it already.
It's chill hop music. It's a little raccoon with the hoodie.
Because he's our leader. Nick Ricotta, he's our new pay pig. He brings in all the super tips.
He's a junkie loser.
No, he's not gonna.
He's a junkie loser.
Whip it, whip
I
it,
think
whip
you're
it,
using
whip
that
it,
word
whip
wrong.
it.
That ended in November. I spoke to her through January.
Just because you do drugs doesn't make you a junkie.
Ha! You did drugs. That means you can't argue with me. Ha ha, ha, idiot.
How does Melton know when they talk? Who's a pretty antisocial? The girl that came on at the end?
That one that looks like Kathy Bates in Misery, and then the slut-shaming redhead. Yes.
But
She's
now
so
she's trying to
cool.
insult pretty
Carl's
antisocial.
Do I have to sit here and listen? No, Carl, jump off the stream, you fucking bitch.
I think it's more likely that he's embarrassed that he called Keanu a friend.
Carl missed band practice for that.
Burying herself.
Carl's like, this is exhausting. I gotta rub my face. This is worse than when somebody stepped on my mandolin.
I'll do
Call back.
God, jeez, man. That was how long ago?
Social, you saw her last time in March.
Ha!
Somebody else in April.
He's got cars 40 yards away. Keep up, you
Carl,
Drugs would be a requirement for a conversation with KB. You are absolutely correct, Snow.
She is right. Like, you couldn't go one-on-one with me. It's like, yeah, I can't lower my intelligence to a level that can communicate with you. It's painful.
It's not your show. What a bitch. These fucking clowns make me sick to my fucking
I have to
stomach.
defend him a little bit. He's
No,
like,
no, you don't, because he sent you the link.
well, he's a friend of mine. And he
He's a
tries
bitch.
to.
And why did he never defend you except when my name?
He's a bitch.
That was the first time he was heard about you. Nick Ricotta just called you the dumbest person.
You know, some Pokemon are cool, and some Pokemon are stupid. And then some I can't tell which are which. Here's an example.
Okay, yeah, like, but he did after I jumped off.
Stupid Pokemon. It's two ice cream cones,
What is he supposed to do? He does the show.
but it's like icicle. Kind of a stupid Pokemon. I don't know. I mean, it's a unique concept. Yeah, I'll admit that. Kind of a dumb Pokemon.
But that doesn't help Kevin.
And then this guy.
Yeah, Carl didn't
Two
defend
swords.
Kiki. Carl didn't defend Nick.
Okay.
Right. That's kind of the opposite of the one you just showed.
I don't know if
I think that's kind of cool.
this is stupid or if it's cool. I mean, it's kind of cool because it's swords. But like,
because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like that's it. Again, Nick could be lying through his.
So like, we're just gonna immerse ourselves in Pokemon for a second. Like,
you're mixing up events.
let me read this. At the bottom it says, the two swords employ a strategy of rapidly alternating between offense and defense to bring down their prey. Doesn't tell you anything about how come swords, how come ghost swords, how come swords. I don't know, because that's the Pokemon we made. Same with this guy. Why ice cream? Because that's what we made. We made ice cream Pokemon. That's why. Okay.
I have fought sentient swords in other games. They have flown off of shelves and tried to attack me. I've not necessarily been attacked by a double dipped ice cream cone or double scoop of ice cream.
Right.
I think the swords win. The swords at least win in cool factor. They won't melt in the sun.
I make jokes like imagine.
Good point.
Then
Good
again,
point.
maybe not with the Pokemon either.
It's a joke. Millions of people enjoy it.
Snug says it is Japanese. They have some weird ideas. Just go with it.
Whether the Knicks won tonight or whatever.
That's why I like Yokai Watch. Like, Pokemon is like the cute version of yokai. Like, they're really nice and most of them are friendly. But then, like, in Japanese lore, there's crazy shit. Like an umbrella that's gonna kill you. Or the spirit of your great grandma that attaches herself to you and makes you tell all your deep secrets.
Huh. Hey, Grandma, go away. It's a little creepy. I'm gonna ask you to stop.
All over the place. Are you okay? The sports were over.
I give eternal permission to use my talking head.
Keep using my voice too.
Thank you.
I need
Thanks.
the attention.
All right.
You got. Yeah, that was really nice of you guys.
Great.
Nick Ricotta.
Well, now we have nothing to worry about, right?
Specializing in cheese law. Sometimes badlings happen to
Cheese law.
I like that.
Nick Ricotta.
Too good. Just say super tip and watch them transform into a wild banshee, proficient in law and AI. They hate you, and you profit off of them, and it drives them mad.
Melton's making them feel.
It's like they've never heard a parody. Like you're not allowed to make fun of somebody.
Very, very sad.
Okay. Tommy from Rhode Island. Kiki is so far behind.
See, that's the thing. I know it kind of falls under parody.
Unless it's her. She can't own or take
Aaron is like, I'm gonna sue him. I'm like, kind of can't.
That's a good point. It's like
Because we can differentiate between it being you and a parody of you. Like, I can make
except
figures
for Rocco.
of...
No, you're so far
That's a very, very good voice.
You're about to get laughed. You have no clue.
I just wanted to cost you more money, simultaneously sticking it to Neil Brennan's brother.
I too wanted to cost you money.
I too. I do have an appointment at the bank.
Melton, I'll give you his number. Let me know.
That was the OG, yeah.
$2 super tips. Keanu, if you had kids, the government would take them away because you're so retarded. Or a guy loves
Damn, he's right though. Whoever that commenter's right.
NJ Ranger.
I don't know. Oh yeah.
He was on
Echo today.
He was
Yeah.
on panel with the Pino. Yeah.
Well, you know, the truth hurts and makes, douchebag men say things like that. But
All right, we made it through a big chunk.
retarded, then I'm retarded, but,
Huh?
the truth isn't retarded, so I am not.
Oh, what? Who?
Nick and Fort Wayne, one of the first co-hosts of WATP was a murderer. I don't know who that is.
What?
Okay, we're going how many
Podcast Hitman. Everybody knows that. It's like the oldest news possible.
Club Fee Carl is a closet rod bandit. You can just tell by the way he acts. Who rubs puts their glasses up and then rubs their face like, oh my
People who are
I did that
absolutely dumbfounded by Kiki. That's who.
I did that yesterday on Shmuel's show, or Thursday, whatever day it was. Because we were talking about karmic, and I just was like, I couldn't take it, and I just like double face palm.
He's never gonna. He's always gonna go wherever the gang is. He always like
Gang, gang.
pal with the gang. Wherever the gang is against, that's the side he's on.
So Carl's in a gang now.
If it's up against Stuttering John, if it's
The
up against
Isotopes are 50s greaser gang.
he's always going to be on the side of the gang. He would have made a great Nazi.
I just don't understand.
What the fuck?
Fuck Kevin, dude.
What? Excuse me? What?
You just look like an emotional bitch. You know.
Patrick Melton, confirmed Kanye West fan.
This is very personal to him. I don't know.
I mean, Kanye, that's pretty cool.
Did you hear that stupid video? Did you see that? I can't believe he made a whole song like that. Oh my god. I thought it was a joke at first. I thought the cousin thing was a joke at first. This dude's... I don't even know.
Kanye's post-comedy.
Yeah, right. That's post-comedy comedy.
You weren't consistent.
He doesn't need your approval.
In the next sentence because you couldn't follow it up with logic. That's what everyone's talking about.
This is an interesting looking Pokemon.
How can anyone defend him? I don't get it. Like, I don't know.
It's like a...
By the way, a minute.
It's like an anthro dolphin with big shoes.
I don't do a show with anybody. Melton just does a show alone because he doesn't work well with others. Now we're a gang. It's like, oh yeah, whatever.
That's a weird looking one.
You asked for the link, dummy. You wanted the 5 versus 1.
I'm fine with it. I held my own. I sat there for.
This is a really good ability right here.
You know, call me a dumb.
Rapid draw. 1 energy does 20 damage. Oh, it's not focusing. There you go. 1 energy, 20 damage to draw 2 cards.
So angry. You'd think a lawyer would be able to answer questions better.
Humble brag.
I digress.
No, you know he doesn't know what to say when he repeats the
Humble brag. Humble brag.
I mean, the guy.
Nice.
And then Melton, all of a sudden, he's an expert on the timeline. It's fucking laughable.
He's got the graphic though. Like he needs to pair his own humble brag drop with the graphic so he doesn't have to say it every time. And it's like consistent, it drills it, you know.
Act like you know what the fuck's happening, but you're an old man who's
I think it's so funny though, like the drunk on cringe milk graphic with dirty damage up in the corner.
That's who that is.
Last week, these 2 stories where Moody mixed them up and they got clarified. So they're top of mind right now. I'm very familiar with it.
For a while, I thought,
Kiki, you are badass. You have the reverence, respect for
thought drunk on cringe was...
Reverend Rage.
What is his name? Radish Def.
Just got here. What I missed? Something about...
Oh, yeah, what happened to that guy?
That's what they should call it.
Probably
Good
a
question.
name change.
Yeah, he's still around as Rad, I think.
It is sick that these people...
There was a coconut dip for a while as well.
I think Carl wouldn't talk to me if he thought I was a pedophile. I think Rocco would distance himself very quickly if he thought I was a pedophile.
Wow, that is one hell of an ability name.
Be done with me in an instant if he thought I was a pedophile.
Everyone explode now.
She admitted on her own show that, or on the show yesterday, that there's no foundation to this. It's all a joke. But now they're feeling themselves. And
I like this one too.
So now we're
Trek.
like all these pedophiles.
Yes, this is...
They want, like, again, it's one of the worst things you can call somebody. It's one of the...
Calm by Odyssey and Florent Garcia.
You can commit. It's disgusting.
Oh, that's what I would. This is a royalty free
But they want it to be true.
I don't know.
YouTube channel. You know, like how some people just, oh, you don't even. You're just like, yeah, whatever. I like it. I'm playing it.
Just so your enemy.
Yeah, just like his channel. I'm not monetized right now anyway, so it really doesn't matter. I don't have to worry about any of that.
Yeah, that's why I like the idea of Streamlabs or Super Tips or something as an alternate path than having to worry about being monetized on YouTube. Because I'd like to play. I like playing music I like versus some janky AI creation in the beginning of a stream or something.
Damn, why you gotta call it Echo?
Yeah, you're right. He asked me to do him a favor too with some music. I hope I do okay.
Nice. That's a cool.
I may
That's a
have
cool
gotten it
job.
over my head. Yeah, this is the first time I'm doing something for somebody else. That's not like a band kind of thing.
I had a friend who made music, and I asked him, I was like, "Hey, do you want to make a song, you know, for my show?" He's like, "Oh, that sounds cool." I was like, "Okay, well, you know, here's kind of what I want, and let me know when you start on it, and I'd be happy to pay you for it." And he's like, "All right, well, then I'm not doing it." I'm like, "What?" Like, he didn't actually say that, but that was the energy. He's like, "Okay, cool," and then just completely just, it's like, yeah, I'm not doing that.
Musicians aren't highly unreliable.
Yeah. Luckily, I didn't pay in advance. I wasn't stupid.
No, and Pineapple tried that shit. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'll throw you like $100." I'm like, "Shut up! I don't want your money. We'll see how it comes out. Then we can probably talk money." He's like, "I didn't want to lowball you." I'm like, "Shut up, you dude. He's too nice. Like,
yeah, he's great.
Sometimes about some things, he's well too nice. When it comes to Joey C, on the other hand,
well, fuck that guy. He's a criminal.
I'm not a lawyer.
I didn't dox April. Well, if I did, it was an accident. Well, if I did, I'm happy I did. I did dox her and I'd do it again.
Everyone knew.
When you understand that the reason she's laughing at all Kevin's stupid jokes and repetitive jokes is because she's getting paid, doesn't that discredit the entire thing? Doesn't that take away the shine a little bit from the authenticity?
A little bit, yeah.
Right? Like, at least you pay me to be here.
Isn't that why Carl gets made fun of all the time? Because he's overselling everybody else's jokes on WATP.
Carl and Moody and Rocco and
Here's the thing, like,
and myself come together without being
who else was it? Carl's one of them, and there was somebody else. Taz. Another person. They like to laugh. Like, they have loud laughs. But they enjoy, like, they literally enjoy these jokes, you know?
Yeah.
And so I don't think Carl's trying to oversell it. I just think he's an obnoxious laugher who likes every joke.
Yeah, Carl's just a jovial guy.
Yeah, there you go. That's the word. Oh, you're lucky. You were in the basement. I want to go play pool.
Huh? Oh, yeah, at Carl's house. Yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
I want to say something. Go live.
I played a quick game pool yesterday at the pub. It was by myself, you know. I played by myself, but you know.
Good for me, and good for her.
So who was mad that you were doxing her?
They were. They're like, you put her in danger. I'm like,
Pool and darts are two of my favorite sports for asthmatics.
for months, and I put her in danger.
Pool is a lot of fun. I like pool.
High on drugs. April has no
My house is too small for me to have a pool table. I'm so mad. Like, any room I put it in, you're gonna be hitting a wall or a window. Oh, good point. Yeah.
Clear that out and put it in there.
Yep, that's what I gotta do. There's like 2 couches in my garage, another dining room table, and chairs. I got like a whole nother fucking house in there.
Kiki, you were on for about 4 hours. You were facing
I don't know, man. I went on a furniture tear for a year and a half where I was just buying all this old furniture and shit. Like, I was gonna fix it up and sell it on Craigslist or whatever.
But then what happened?
I'm lazy.
He said, yeah, I read it
Yeah,
on there, and I said,
that makes sense.
He said that Nick and Kayla were both emotionally abusing
Well,
her, and that
some of it is,
if it couldn't be the 3 of us,
I'm looking for vintage material. Like, I want bolts of old mid-century style patterns to put on old mid-century furniture. I want to keep it authentic. I don't want to go to like a new place and get new patterns and put it on old furniture. I think that's kind of, it doesn't always look bad, but I don't know. I want to restore the furniture, not renovate the furniture, if that makes sense, if you will.
You want to restore, not renovate. Okay, makes sense.
By the way, I don't give a fuck if Nick didn't get permission. That's on him.
You'd rather keep
But
it
I
original.
digress. Right. Well, that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah. Then I can charge more.
Aaron Spurg out. That's what we get from Nick. That's what we get from Nick. You know what Nick gets from us? A mass.
That's my favorite part of the Dabbleverse, is trying to get any of these guys to Spurg.
Like, hello.
A tip for anybody that's listening who wants to make Aaron Imholtzberg: stay away from child support, because he will just straight up ban you.
I asked to come onto a panel of 5 people and cry when all 5 of them call me dumb. Namas! Stay alive.
Mama, stay alive. Thank you, Koof.
Could you send me a mic with citizen
Mama Bob Levy.
money, please and thank you?
Meeting Koof was so cool.
This is my favorite.
Anonymous, where do you see Gino in a wife beater praising the man who paid for the
Are you familiar with the Citizen M Patrick Melton Mouse war that's going on?
Vaguely, yes.
I just find that to be a great sub arc.
He has no moral code, this Nick Riccati.
Patrick on Twitter said today, he's like, it's full on war now. Because he was like, Citizen M was harping again about him not buying a mouse.
So I'm sorry, which April text did you
But don't buy him one. Simple as.
And it's like a $300 mouse too. It's
Wait, what the fuck? That's more than mine. Mine has a screen on it and vibrates. What do you need a $300 mouse for?
That's what makes it so great, because it's like something he could probably spend half that.
That's insanium.
Wait, yours has a screen on it?
Here, yeah. I'll
And force feedback?
There it is.
Oh. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like that little animation too.
Yeah, you can put like basically anything on that, like as long as it fits the format of the screen there, you can upload anything on there.
Oh, cool.
All my different mouse layouts have different, like when I'm playing Fortnite, here I'll show you that one.
They don't last long, so he still has to go get his, fucking.
And you do whippets with the ready whip still?
Oh, there we go.
There it is. Headshot. Oh. Oh, okay, so it's like, I'm gonna guess like 40 or 60 by 120 or something like that, like a banner size, but really small.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's a neat little OLED screen though. Only black and white.
I do like that, yeah.
Why should we pay you?
Everyone said you made a lot of money, and it was because of me.
This is gonna be weird because it said it so long ago, but you complimented the font
Should they have to pay me?
on my stream. Like I was trying to make that look like a little bit like a Pip-Boy. Those are fluorescent vacuum tubes that produce that style of. They're really hard to get too. Like nobody makes them anymore, and I would really like to try to find some to build something cool, but that's another, just like old tech that's still cool is like really going away. It's kind of, how do I capitalize on that? How do I make vacuum tubes? Ooh, sharp thing.
I didn't fall for it. I just thought, like, how pathetic are you that you're relying on.
How pathetic are you?
It just seems a little pathetic.
I don't know. You tell me, boss. You're the one implying that I am.
I agree. Doing whippets is
Oh,
stupid. Am I sweeping for
Pat
Nick?
Dixon made a great quote about Kevin Brennan and every co-host he has. Kevin Brennan thinks that all his co-hosts' brain is his brain. He's just letting them use it.
That's good.
She was being emotionally fucking abused by Nick and being held on the side.
Wait, who was Kayla or April or both?
Why don't you prove it?
Kayla, but April most certainly was. And that's the text I read. She admitted it. And then she was like, this is what I want, and I just hope I didn't mess it up by having them get in a fight about me and they missed their drug test. No, that's exactly what she said. He's gonna leave.
Now she stole Melton's thing right there. That no. Melton does the no thing.
Yeah.
And also, because I stole this one. It ain't. It ain't.
He has a lot of really good mannerisms.
Kayla was going to leave him. He thought his marriage was over.
I know, and I'm such a
it does make sense that
nobody, like a nothing person. I have my no personality of my own.
basically it's
I
like
steal from him.
you saying you broke
He's a
up with
biter.
someone and they
Get
broke up
him.
with you. It's like to save face a little bit. So that tracks. But that's the only again, unless you're gonna produce something that proves something, you know. But yeah, imagine if Nick thought his marriage was over. He was telling April they were gonna be together. That's probably legit.
Yeah. I mean, why would you not?
I also see
Like, hey, if my wife
Nick
breaks
ca-
up with me, you know, we're staying together because I like you still.
came to Nick and said, "I want to work through this." I wanna
He
work
basically said that.
Yeah, and why wouldn't he?
Not a-
That's insane not to say that.
Nick said.
Hey, if my wife
Like,
breaks
yeah.
up with me, I'm also breaking up with you just because, you know, I might as well destroy everything in my life.
Lashing out and
Burn it all down. Yeah, that's exactly what to do.
manipulating me.
It's so dumb.
Again, like, like she believes all this.
I
You don't
know,
even have
it's-
to be on Aaron's or Nick's or anyone's side to just be like, that's dumb.
Aaron. And she doesn't believe the text from April about the physical abuse on multiple occasions that April sent Ashley in a long conversation about how emotionally manipulative.
Well, yeah, because she lies to everyone except for me.
Aaron was
Duh.
in 2022.
I'm her only real
She
friend.
wasn't under the influence of drugs. When she wasn't deep inside a marriage.
So, yelly
I'm pretty sure
lizard.
Tiki said
less than a
something
year into their marriage.
to that
All
effect.
That doesn't matter. All that gets thrown out the window. We believe these hurt, bitter.
So dumb.
Those are the only ones
So
that matter.
dumb.
Karen's fine.
Fucking terrible.
XMMMMMM. Yeah, don't dox yourself.
Good name.
MMMM. Keep it all
And I
letters.
can also see Nick just keeping April around. Again, I'm not saying he wasn't in love with her, but he knew this was fucking up Aaron, really.
Nomads of the Sea.
Took your bit. He took your bit.
Is that what all that water is about?
Nick, he's vengeful. And
Yeah, it's also like a xylophone or
destroy
something.
Aaron.
It's a very drippy sounding
Really
song.
out to destroy Aaron. I don't work round the clock or have fantasies about him being killed or like I don't need to. Aaron's gonna step in dog shit Monday. Aaron's gonna step in dog shit Wednesday. Aaron's gonna step in dog shit next month. It doesn't
Yep.
matter. Like Aaron will fuck Aaron.
Yeah, but Monday we're gonna be busy having Cardiff get doxxed.
I don't have
So
to come up with stuff.
Oh, is that happening? Nice.
apparently, I mean, I don't know.
Oh, is John coming? Is that's right? Is John coming back? Yeah.
It's tomorrow, Monday. Well, tomorrow. I mean, I guess it's Sunday right now. You know, tomorrow, next calendar day. Not today, so to speak.
That makes sense.
Hates when people talk about money. He's not obsessed with it. He's not worried about it at all. We're all idiots, right? We don't remember the whole summer of 2023, him screaming at Bob to bring him.
So, a reason I was talking about at the beginning of the stream, why I like the Scarlet and Violet cards, is because every pack comes with at least one of these, but sometimes more, where it's like just a basic holo card, but I like it because it always matches the type of the Pokemon.
Money being down after the meetup in August 2023. That's when it started. Because we're all dumb. We don't remember.
Pikachu.
They're just very simple holos. You know, they just have just a design and just a little bit of shimmer to them. But there's so many of them. Like here, this is just the cards I've been sorting from this last stack. There's a crap ton of these. They're not uncommon.
If I had to guess, I would say that's about 80 cards.
And then these are the regular holos, like the ones that would be like considered like actually rare.
Yeah, again, nice podcast, stupid.
Yeah, those look really good too. I'm impressed.
They're a tiny show making no money.
Somebody went to school for that, you know, like somebody's a graphic designer and had to get good at figuring out how to do trading card layouts.
Sounds like a real loser, Kev.
There's probably a team of artists who are coming up with Pokemon all day, and then some big fucking cigar smoking guy like, nah, take it back to the drawing board, make me another one.
Oh, so Kevin has a paid membership to Playboard. You have to pay if you do. I don't know the number or whatever, but I do like a couple searches.
Kevin, you're
It's like, all right,
sad.
you got to come back later to search more or sign up for our premium plan. So Kevin has joined Playboard so he can keep checking in on his enemies. So he can stick it to Dan. Hey, Dan! Who?
Nice stupid podcast.
Incredible. Even Vito laughs at them.
I'm using the Spirit helmet on Mandalorian, by the way.
Spirit, okay. Yeah. I like that one.
But then you consider the sources and you're like,
The Spirit one's nice, and the Loyalty one also looks pretty good too. I mean, they all look good.
Something I really like about that skin is the build of that character. It's androgynous enough that you could be like, it's a girl, or it's a boy.
Oh yeah, I mean like. When they on the show, you really can't tell. So and
Except for
Mandalorian
Jon
armor is
Favreau,
pretty important.
you know that guy immediately. You're like, oh, that guy.
Yeah, well, he's rotund.
He's a very large.
I don't know. I maybe he. Yeah. He's also a chef. Like he's good at cooking.
Gino's comedy career is up here, and Kiki's is down here, and he had to go sell grills.
Which why do I think that's cool? I don't know. Just because I do it, I guess. But
his chefery is cool. Mm.
Things are going great.
Gordon Ramsay's is like way over dramatic, but there is a lot of high stress, high pressure kitchen situations. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's hamming it up for that, but it does get intense.
I like the British version of his shows a little bit more because they're less obviously American, so they're less just intense and stupid and over the top.
Yeah,
it's still the same show.
I remember. Yeah, I remember him doing an American restaurant that was in London. And I think there was a dead mouse right in the foyer when you walk in. The foyer.
It's our mascot. Come on, you can't knock us for that
American.
one.
But yeah, somebody tried to open a soul food restaurant in London somewhere. It's kind of weird. Like, you wouldn't imagine that, or I couldn't imagine that. But that's a good idea because that shit is good. If you don't like macaroni and cheese, you're a racist.
Okay. I wouldn't necessarily say that's a hot take, but if you don't like macaroni and cheese, you are racist. Okay. What race are you against if you don't like it?
Again, if you thought he really did cocaine,
all of them.
Oh, damn, that's the worst kind. Okay. Well, I will let everybody I
what
know
races?
know that.
Marathons? I'm against sack races.
And he's got gay eyes. It's like
I'm against racers.
You know, like I mean, like you wouldn't be fishing around trying to find other things to insult him with if you really thought he was doing cocaine with his children.
Melton is so stupid. I pay my friends to be my friends and be on my show, and he doesn't. That makes him a pedophile. Take that.
That makes him a pedophile.
Act like that, Cap. Can you repeat the great whippet?
If you pay your friends, you're not a pedophile.
Coach Aaron Cummings.
Oh no!
He also never answered the question why April
don't
doesn't
report
talk
me.
to her anymore. She's pure vermin.
You have 90 days.
I don't know. Again, I wasn't really paying. I don't know what they were arguing about. I just know it's stupid. But they both had things they wanted to get off their chest and shout. I was there. She smoked cigs in her one-bedroom apartment with no windows. Is that true? Not a guy. Thank you for
That sounds horrible.
G-Rob,
Stop doing that.
Member for 26 months. Kiki probably thinks you can get a whippet secretly put in your drink.
Whip it, whip it, whip
Yes.
it.
Yes.
Whip it real good.
Drinks. I'm gonna go relieve myself in the drink.
As it were.
Oh, so he was. Oh, I see what he's saying. I really need a Kiki to read that. It was like a riddle to me. No, because you guys hosted for Steel Toe yesterday, right? You and Gino.
Oh, you're gonna pee on your show? Real professional.
No, but wasn't he on your show yesterday?
Yes, but
but he had to pretty much do it by myself because it was a time difference. But
No,
yes.
we all know about the time difference.
Yes.
That's
What?
why I asked
We
you.
do?
I said Gino's gonna be able to do the show from California.
You're right, and he did a little bit. But
Oh,
yes,
he's in LA working, I guess.
So you think he
Filming
was
all his
mad about
TikToks.
that? You think he was butthurt that you guest hosted for Steel Toe?
they're all fucking. They act like I'm some kind of monster for doing
You're
that.
the worst
I
kind.
mean, you kind of
monster.
are.
You're the dumbest person on the planet.
Apparently.
You kind of are for what you did to
Aaron
Kayla and
Aaron,
Nicole.
Yeah, thank you.
Aaron Imholt is a literal convicted domestic abuser from both of his wives.
We do not give you permission to use our like.
She said she had her wrist broken by somebody who was a domestic abuser. And now she is on his show all the time. Yeah, some people might have an issue with that.
Unshockingly, yes.
I was not myself back then.
What were you on trial for? Were you
Not on trial. It was. I can't even get into it. Once we get caught up.
I can't get into it because I don't want to.
Attorney in chat, they can send the Hunchback a cease and desist on the AI impersonations.
Yeah.
I have a lawyer friend. I think I don't know if he's still a friend. I haven't spoken to him in a while, but I'm gonna ask him if it's even worth my time. But I know the IRS will be interested in seeing what's happening with these Kiki bucks and/or super tips. I'm sure that because they like to get paid, they like to get their money. I know that for myself. Even the fact that
I know that because I like money.
He brings up a good point. Like the reason you would like be this crazy, like going like you got to pay the IRS for all that. You got to pay the IRS. I bet he's not paying the IRS. Has he thought about that? You got to pay the IRS. It's like,
We paid the IRS.
been self-employed for 15 years. Like, I'm not Chad where I go like, why haven't you sent me a 1099 in November? I'm not Chad where I think you get a big tax return if you're self-employed. You know, that's embarrassing. Chad's worked for himself for 20 years, and he thinks you get a big return. That means you made a lot of money when you're self-employed.
That's because he made less than $8,000. And then
Like, not pay taxes because why else would you like? This is on your, this is on your brain. This is on your mind.
That's embarrassing.
You not pay taxes? I'm starting to think you don't pay taxes. Again, like
I think he only made about
taxes.
Chad only made about $30K when he was on the radio here in Cleveland. He wasn't getting paid. He tries to make it sound like he was making hundreds of thousands of dollars, but he wasn't.
Hold on, the IRS wants their money.
Well, that's funny.
That seems nuts. That seems nuts. The IRS isn't happy.
I'm gonna agree with Milton. That seems nuts.
They're like, all right, you're good.
Super tips.
Kiki bucks is just a drop. It's just
No, I
something-
know. I'm just playing along.
Kiki
I'm
bucks.
a good egg. Can we get Gino to jump on? Needs to defend his late. Yeah, that might not be a bad idea. Oh, Gino's here.
Yeah,
Unless there's a fake
Yay!
No,
I
that's
am.
it.
I'll send him a link. Kiki, you send him a link. I don't even know how to send it.
I got
Yeah,
it.
accuse your enemy of what you're guilty of. It's like the guy who's constantly like
Darvo, you know?
asking his wife if she's cheating and stuff. Meanwhile, he's cheating. It's like, yeah, you're thinking about it nonstop, so you're paranoid, and you transfer that, you project it.
Yeah, I bet he didn't pay taxes on any of that.
Oh, right. Why would he?
Taxes. It's like, all right, well, lock me up. Let the FBI know. The FBI.
I know he should, but like, why would he?
The 4-H club.
Back in the Kevin Brennan business. By the way, thanks for paying Kiki double today for this gold XOXO. Like turning out, Ike turning.
Imagine caring about other people's finances.
Now you're mixing up too many shows, Gino.
That's
I got
the
enough going on.
foundation of it.
Gino says Kevin is fucking killing them. I love it. Sorry, I'm watching. I won't call in. I promise. He's proving our point.
Yeah, I got my own problems to worry about without worrying about how much other people are making.
Is he on the beach? Did you see? Did the stream the other day where like his chest hair was showing? I mean, it's like he looked like fucking Burt Reynolds back in the 70s.
He's a hairy man.
I can't wait for Gino.
Yeah, he better not get it waxed, cause
Is this live?
waxing off to that, if you know what I'm saying. Gino's like a
Melton is live, I believe.
Well, yeah, yeah.
Awesome
It was a great point
Oh.
that. Sorry, Bing. It was a great point.
Is
What?
KB
Don't do
live?
that to me.
Kevin paid for the lawyer lawyer for Pat Dixon after he hit Gino and broke his jaw.
No, I think this was from this afternoon. Yeah, I think this was from this afternoon.
They don't have real alliances. They don't have people they can trust. It's all about money. Pat Dixon was loyal to Kevin because Kevin paid him. Now Gino and Kiki were loyal to Kumia.
Kiker and Genie.
Kevin, because Kumia was digging deep into his own pockets to pay Gino. Now that money's gone. Now Gino's realized where he's at.
Yeah, because Kumia is such a bad person. That's why he did that.
So they need a new daddy. They both need a new daddy and a new drip.
Yeah, that's
a new source of income. So now it's Kevin. So Kevin's gonna suck.
And Steel Toe. That's why they're back with Steel Toe, because Steel Toe does the same thing. He pays his guests. They just know that they'll give him money.
All right, you're the man. You're the man with the paycheck.
Imagine having to have that conversation with your spouse, though. Are we going back on this guy's show?
You can get mad that I like Carl. I consider Carl a friend. I trust Carl. I trust.
Ew, gay.
I trust Moody, and I think it. I think it goes the other direction. Like.
Well, maybe they'll trust you whenever you pay them. I'm just kidding.
On script, you know. Kevin has nobody in his corner the minute this money dries up. And it's why they all lose their minds, all these little poor nobodies, the minute they're not on a show. Do you think Chad's mad?
Yeah, that's why Stevie Lou had to go get a job.
Was he mad about the money?
Oh,
from MLC?
That's so rough.
Why does Ski Mask and Jim Stansel, and Stevie Lou, and Felicia, and Leon, and Ray, why do they all get... Is it because Kevin's such a good role model, father figure? He's a great mentor to these people.
I think so, right?
God, Kevin's giving out X dollars a day, and I gotta be on the list.
No!
I gotta be on the list.
Kiki.
Drop my vape.
I just couldn't believe that they are all ganging up on you, and that Carl's worried about your relationship with me. It's like, Carl, you're a pathetic. I mean, I already knew Carl was a pathetic piece of shit.
And by the way, because of that trust, we all make each other money. Moody's got a great full-time job. But still, like, you know, if Moody came to me, he's like, you got to give me some money for this little piggy. I'd be like, okay.
Okay.
I'm not gonna argue with Moody. He's a good friend and a valuable resource to the show. If that's what it's about, okay. I'll tell you this: when he comes to visit, like, I don't let Moody pay for shit, and I paid him the same thing I paid the performers for Hackamania. You know.
Moody did do a lot for Hackamania, though, so it makes sense.
We all make money because of those relationships and that trust and respect. These guys are all scrambling the minute they don't get their $50 a day, their $100 a day. But we're a gang.
Oh, Boba Fett's in the shop now, too.
What?
It was confirmed.
And what is it anyone's business if I do your show?
For real,
Boba Fett bundle, 2,300.
Right.
How much is it just him?
Yep.
Bear ribs or Ray.
Hang on, I'm in the browser version. I don't like it.
It's a long flight, Patrick. I know. And by the way, he's done.
I'm launching the game now.
For me. I guess one was for work.
Oh, they put Moff Gideon in here, too. There's a Moff
Yes,
Gideon
that's
bundle.
what Drewski said.
Boba Fett's 1,500 on his own.
15. Okay, what's the
Boba
bundle?
Fett's Starship. Ugh. Slave 1 is the back bling.
I don't think you would miss it for the world.
They call it Boba Fett's Starship now because the word slave is offensive.
I'm so lucky that we have
IG-11.
fans who come out to it, buy tickets, that I can give everyone.
And then all the
He's
rest.
in the shop?
And I can cover their travel.
Yeah, IG-11's in the shop.
It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money.
2,100, you get back bling and a pickaxe.
And again, it's a synergy. It's a synergy between the audience and the fans and the talent and the.
Hey,
friends.
logging in now.
You know, Jesus Christ. You know, so I don't. You know, and Tukey always fights.
Oh yeah, they made a new Lego. It's called Rapid Survival. It's like Star Wars Rapid Survival. Like you drop it and it's a survival style. I can hear your Fortnite.
Okay, sorry.
No, no. I just know the sound effect now.
All of Rocco's direct deposit information, and on the 30th, you're getting it back. That's when we run payroll over here at Onion.
Oh, it also comes with his little jetpack.
Barry can't get there unless.
Oh, okay. I missed that.
His Z6 jetpack.
Very addicted to whippets, please. Jesus Christ.
I don't think that's.
But I don't think that's worth an additional extra amount of money. Can I buy just the backpack?
Okay, you gotta read this. You gotta read the long one.
I got you. Mr. Ray P. Mr. Ray P. Ray.
Oh,
Thank you for the
okay.
$5.99.
The assassin droid.
Watching
Sweet.
Carla and Moody realize in real time
Oh, and
Hey, JT, I got this
not to get
call
too deep in the weeds of the DMs. I got battle pass next go around too.
No one's
I forgot I had
Alrighty.
some extra dollars lying around
It sucks. I can't get
in
it to
gift
work.
card form.
This thing sucks, and I loaded it up with credits.
I'm gonna get Boba Fett.
People are saying they
It says
hear,
built in. What built in? Targeting computer. Okay, that's what it is.
This call has ended.
Oh, it comes with it anyway. Okay, never mind. Yeah, the 1500 comes with this black backbling. Sweet. Whoop.
What's happening?
Sweet.
My show.
I will have all the Mandalorian. Is there Bo-Katan and what's his name? Jethro Tull.
WebRTC connection.
Jango Fett, you know.
Connect to show. Allow.
No Django yet.
I don't know.
DJ.
Oh, I-
JT gets you. You know, he's like, you need me to run it, boss.
That screenshot I sent you.
JT does sound
So
like
Vader will get in a vehicle if there's room.
uh,
Why he didn't get in the truck with us that one time was weird.
And JT sounds exactly like Club Soda Kenny. Yeah, boss. Yeah, we can do
Hey, leave JT alone.
if you say so, boss.
Did you meet JT?
Back to the wrong code.
Yeah, I've met JT a couple
Of
times.
course, was beautiful. FYI,
Yeah.
Carl should have been
I like him.
Nazi.
He walked up to the first time in Detroit, and no, maybe it was DabbleCon. I don't know. He walked. Yeah, I was at Deluxe before DabbleCon, so it was in Rochester. He walked up to me and he's like, "Hey," I was like, "Hi." He's like, "You don't know who I am, do you?" I was like, "No." He's like, "It's JT." I was like, yeah, "How the fuck would I know that?" I mean, you just good to meet you, but I don't know how the fuck I would have known it was you.
I lied to you. MLC is live right now, but not with what I don't know if it's what Melton's covering currently, but Karmic and Mr. Kill Everything and Keanu is on MLC currently.
Oh, right.
Wow.
They started 2 hours ago, so I was just updating with the correct information.
I said it from the very beginning when they did this mandolin thing. that it
Oh,
was
Karmic got a
the
haircut.
stupid Thing, and he has ridden this for a year. Like, and Carl has a mandolin.
Ha!
Fuck.
Good joke, right?
She requested he take a nap. You can't make this shit up.
I remember that. She's like, "Did you take a nap yet?"
You
Yeah.
can't make this shit up, but I'm the problem. I'm the problem. Nick Ricotta does coke with his kids. Again, imagine if my producer was going to jail for child pornography, or imagine if I did coke with my
Oh,
kids.
and Dave Sarah just jumped
I
on.
gotta stand with Kevin though. He's our pal.
Wow.
I mean, these guys are pathetic fucking losers. You can't even.
It's an
make
all-star
it
crew.
From what I understand, ESO stopped working for Shuli before all this went down. Even if he was Shuli's current producer, and he got arrested for child porn, and then went to jail, what does it have to do with Shuli? If Shuli didn't know about it, and there's no evidence except from idiots who just keep going, Shuli knew,
Julie knew.
Like, I understand memes,
Julie
I
knew.
get it. This isn't a
Julie knew.
He needs you to believe this because this is all he has. Like, Shuli and I haven't always seen eye to eye on everything. Shuli's done some shit. Do I think he's a pedophile? Is it the pedo network? No,
Is
I'm
it?
retarded.
This shit up.
I've been wondering that for a couple months.
Make it make sense how I'm the monster. I don't know.
Yeah, and I saw some super chats and were defending you, but most of them were
Dirt.
Well,
And then after the
I
fact,
saw one basically saying you were basically getting it was like a gang rape or however they worded it.
Well, that sounds fun.
I mean, but most people weren't defending you even in the super chats, right?
no, but the actual chat was like, "This is a win for her." And then on Twitter, my God, I've never seen so many of my haters even say, "Great job, Kiki." So definitely a loss for them. They made themselves look like fools.
See, that's another thing. It's got to be a win or a loss. Like they got to be winning.
Me. It wrecked our day.
Yeah, I don't get that. I really, I mean, the absolutionist.
You guys were arguing about, but I'm fucked. It was a big L. What are you talking about, you dumb bitch? What are you talking about? Yeah, it's definitely a big L for all of them. Okay. I mean, sure. Again, if that's the big win you have, take it. Take it.
You'll never live it down.
You all look so dumb. I wouldn't trade my IQ for yours so I could get that W for anything in the world.
Oh.
Yes, please. Anything longer than
What about everything in the world?
I posted in Onion's Discord. I took a screenshot of MLC and it was a collective IQ of a roll of wet toilet paper. I'm glad Melton just made another IQ joke. Because they can't, I don't know. I don't follow any of their logic.
These guys are trolls. They get everything wrong intentionally, I believe.
I don't have any. That's why we can't follow it.
If you don't get it by now,
Yeah, it's probably right.
it's fine. But they're just fucking with everybody, right?
It's really
So
stupid.
Muttering Jay posts a post like Kiki gets owned and embarrassed on this little piggy by P Mel, Carl, Ricada. Again, so he's trolling Kiki. That's what that post is. And I just responded to that like going to Muttering Jay for facts is like going to your mechanic for financial advice. Again, it was a positive. He was saying Melton and
That's a good one.
and Carl, like they obliterated Kiki. It was a positive post about me. But again, nothing these guys. It's nothing.
Yeah, that's right there. Matt was about to say it.
Like these guys are just trolls.
Exactly.
Nothing's right. So
if you take their praise, you have to take the criticism.
Again, he's so anti-Melton, he missed the point completely. And he goes, "Wow, you're just trying to discredit Muttering Jay because he shit all over you." It's like that's not even what the post is saying. We keep
Good one.
read the post. I came out, if anything, in defense of Kiki, saying like, "Don't listen to Muttering Jay. He's retarded."
Don't listen to Muttering Jay. He is retarded.
And then Stevie Lou, because he's so frothed up just with Melton hate for no reason, it's like, "Ha pedophile." Melton.
There's a few people that think Muttering Jay's Vince the lawyer.
That is what's happening.
I mean,
You can't even. Again, these guys can't follow threads. Muttering Jay says, "Melton did a great job obliterating Kiki." I go, "Muttering Jay's stupid," and Stevie Lou goes, "Ha, Muttering Jay owned you." Huh? That's who we're dealing with. It's like, yeah, man, that is what's going on.
Thank you for the $4.99. You did well, Kiki. By the way, if Carl was your friend, he would have acted like one, while the other 4 ghouls were screaming at you in unison. Carl's a bitch.
no.
Yeah.
100%. 100%.
That's not how friendships necessarily work.
Jay on Twitter. That's a tertiary level troll. He's
If my friends are being stupid cunts and people are yelling at them, I'm not going to get in front of them.
You know, he could have said, like I said, he could have recused himself, like judges do when there's a conflict. There's an obvious conflict. But again, Carl's a bitch, and Melton's his new bestie, and these guys are pathetic bitches. Again, 4 or 5 dudes.
Again.
One little lady, but they have no problem with that. They have no problem with that. It's pathetic. Listen, I wasn't gonna jump on, and I couldn't even watch it.
Sure, you weren't going to jump on.
I couldn't even watch it. I was so disgusted. And then people are like, "You should do a show now after the next game." I go, "No, I'll wait till tomorrow because I need to sleep this one off." I mean, I was literally disgusted watching it.
Sure you were.
Defend me retroactively by sending me a Venmo. Thank you.
Okay, he'll send you a Venmo request.
That's their friendship. That's their friendship.
That's her friendship with everyone.
she's defending Carl. She's sticking up for Carl because she thinks Carl gets the money when it's on my channel somehow, and she's hoping she'll get $50. She's hoping she'll get $100. You know how Carl can make this up to me? These are poor losers. Even her
True.
relationship with Carl is money-based. Carl?
Sad.
Sure, I was muted.
WATP ever. Why do you think
I was saying, Carl, she thinks Carl's gonna pay her
love of the
because Carl sent her the link. Like, I don't know, for whatever reason, she thinks that they're good, like that.
Pretend for 1 minute if you go on Chad show or Stevie Lou. Does Stevie Lou have a show? I don't even know. Keanu shows Keanu paying guests. So we're gonna. How much is
Right.
What's her name? Michaela. I mean, are you guys
Mickeling.
$17 after every show?
Keanu
How does it
pay?
work? I don't know.
Go ahead, Kiki.
Sam Nefarious Butnoy, thank you for the $5. Karnak the Magnificent. Okay, what do you call the new Nick Melton and Carl show? A wimp, a blimp, and a gimp. Yaha! Funny stuff. Weird, wild.
Have you ever played Forewarned?
You gotta do a Johnny Carson.
Forewarned?
Yeah, F-O-R-E warned, forewarned.
No.
Thank you, Butnoy. Kiki, did you talk with Gino about relationship with Aaron?
It is a 1 to 4 player survival horror co-op.
Relationship with Imholt? What about it?
I'm asking because
Does the Rusty
I was gifted this game by a friend,
Damn it!
and you were just recently brought up, you know, a co-op game that isn't competitive.
Mhm.
I mean, survival horror is kind of competitive, but it's not against other people.
That's the panini maker, that thing.
Oh.
That thing, it's ding. No, you know, the trash can should ding when it's full. Because sometimes, you know, you put stuff in a trash can, you think it's full.
It's a ghost hunting game,
And you realize it's not full. It should ding, Gino.
and it's VR support too.
I mean Tuesday, because Monday's a holiday.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah,
Like Phasmophobia?
That super chat was about.
Mhm.
Keanu said, I'm being friends with Aaron because he's genuinely trying to move on and do better. Become a better person.
But Nick isn't.
And then I said, okay, well, here's an example of how that's not true. He has a new theme song. His old theme song had no lyrics. It was rung, dung, 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 dung. His new theme song is the Lambacrat. Again, I'll pull it up. The Lambacrats. I think there's a YouTube video. The Lambocrats.
That's a very good name.
This is a
Sarcasm.
theme song these guys made for Aaron, and Aaron now uses it as his theme song. Now, anyone watching this can tell immediately it's making fun of Aaron.
April.
And that's not unusual for Aaron to take something that's making fun of him and own it. It's
also
great
making fun of
your
April.
theme song. The whole thing's just roasting you. But Aaron plays this as his theme song. You'll see right away. Yeah, it's AI, of course. But they made a video of it. I don't even know if the video is AI.
Ugh.
I don't think so. I think they made this video.
Oh, great.
So
More of this crap, huh?
you'll know right away they're making fun of Aaron with this song, but in the song they say April's like a co-core or something. And he plays that. And he talks
But
about April
isn't
being
she?
a
No.
co-core and a stinky pussy and all this stuff all the time.
Okay, one of those is true.
If he's trying to move on and be a better person, he'd be, like he said, December 31st, I'm not going to talk about that anymore. He talks about it more than ever. This is what I'm talking about. Like, say whatever you want about Nick. He does his law show about law show. He doesn't digress into talking about Aaron nonstop. But, you just watch it. This is the video.
World Aristocrat video from today goes, I gotta say, huge win for the toe and a stroke of genius on my part.
Okay.
He plays this to start his show. Listen. He's a radio voice. He's doing his show. The reason that's funny is because he doesn't have a show anymore.
Oh.
And he's picking his nose.
Speaks like a pro on the steel toe show. He's making a mess, and everyone knows.
He's making a mess, and everyone knows. He opens his show with that.
Well, it makes him look good, right?
Ready or not, he already came.
You might think so.
April is a hoe, and she's snorting cocaine.
Good one.
Ugh. It's a win for the toe because he banged another guy's wife, but then they all broke up with him.
Another win.
The Minnesota courthouse behind them.
You wouldn't know about winning.
The whole thing is just roasting Aaron. He's always a guest with Alex Stein. Is he?
He's been on there once.
He hasn't been on Alex
Yep.
Stein since he went on Alex Stein and cried after the divorce.
Hey!
But he's always a guest on Alex Stein. He even thinks Alex Stein loves him. Everyone's fucking with him. Everyone.
Everyone.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Hmm? Hmm?
So he's
That's a nice one.
mocking Kayla
That was very
about
stupid.
the felony that he doesn't take seriously. He's calling his ex-wife a cocaine whore. And I bring that up to Keanu, like, okay, you think he's trying to do better? What about this song? And when confronted with that, she said, I'll have to talk to Gino about that.
Gino tells me about sounds,
Well,
you know?
Yeah, let me get approval from my husband to know what I'm supposed to say.
My husband will tell me whether I can hear or
I
not.
believe he's doing better. But when confronted with evidence that he's not trying to do better and move on, oh, I got to talk to Gino. So that's what that question was asking. Did you talk to Gino?
As it were.
I don't know what you're talking about, right?
Hey, be fair. I need Shuli to be a monster. Otherwise, people will notice what a worm of a man I am. I mean, the only friends I have, I bought.
You said it. Jardy McDennis.
You said it.
Is dangerously retarded.
So in the end, April should have stayed with Aaron.
Absolutely. They were great together until Nick snaked in there.
Indeed. I loved April so much I was willing to flush my kids away.
No, she says, I'm glad that April got away from Aaron and Nick. It's like, right, but Nick's the devil and Aaron's cool. We're flying out for the anniversary show. I co-host the show when he's on. I call in with dirt from April. You know, Aaron came on and boasted about it. Like, Kiki's been telling me all the stuff April's been texting her. It's like, Jesus Christ. Aaron shouldn't be involved in April's life at all.
True.
But it recently updated his song to make fun of her. That's...
Yeah. Because that's fucking what men do.
Doo-doo poop cake.
this chick is at least smarter than Ashley Cummings. Well, that's a low bar. She's mad at me now too.
Oh, did you? Well, and then Melton, I guess, thinks she's ugly.
Yeah, there's a guy with a hunchback.
Yeah.
He had a problem. He had a problem with Kate Meany's arms, but not a problem with his own fucking back. I mean, this guy, you can't even.
I love people that argue that way. Oh yeah, you think he's ugly? Well, you're ugly.
Other than that.
Yeah, how do
Okay,
you
that
think I'm so
that-
good at identifying it?
That changes my opinion on them. Actually, I think they're beautiful now. You're right.
Slight improvement. Wait, are you tagging it? A disgraced strip mall lawyer. What did I write down? Strip mall lawyer? Yeah, I might add disgrace. I might not. Agent Squirrel. I give myself permission to what's the word? I gotta go back to law school.
You tell me.
Didn't you smoke crack with that with Sherrod? No, that's the other one.
Kate Meany, yeah.
That's the other one.
I was on a show with.
That's the other one that smoked crack.
I was on a show with him recently, though, and he did give me a little hit of weed, which I don't normally do, but it was
A little hit of weed.
the Perry Club.
God damn it.
Did she say a little hit?
That's what she said, yeah.
Is that near Studio 54? Wait, who's hanging out at clubs doing drugs with Sherrod? Aren't all? I thought Sherrod was for sure. Lonnie. And it doesn't matter what he makes off of the likeness. It really matters what the IRS thinks about all this, because you know.
Why don't you email him and find out? Hey, just wanted to check in and see if Patrick Melton's paying his taxes. Get back.
I think he's not.
He's not reporting it. That's a fact.
Again,
Yeah, and that's the other thing. Like, Patrick says he works for himself, but I think he pays himself out of his company, like how Steel Toe brags he pays himself out of his company.
Something's happened.
But Patrick
You
actually
mean,
makes
like
money.
normal shit?
Yeah.
I assume
I don't think if it was me and I was running my own business and paying myself out of it, I would be collecting a W-2 and not a 1099.
I bet he's not paying taxes. What happened, Kevin? What happened?
Well, but then again, maybe not. After you're making a certain amount, you want it to be a 1099.
Look, I don't know, but you're probably right.
But paying myself with a W-2, I can already have the taxes taken out. I don't got to worry about it, and I could get a return. But at the same time, I'd rather owe the government than have the government owe me.
He's hired a lawyer to represent him in an IRS case where he doesn't pay taxes.
Why is that?
Because the government might not give me my money,
Fair.
and they might say, "Go fuck yourself." If I owe them,
That's what I was kept saying. We're the same.
Okay, I think I've sorted all the. Well, I've sorted all the cards out that I wanted. I haven't sorted the cards themselves.
I'm not gonna go chasing super tip money because
yes, this is monumental. You have a lot there.
it's not worth it. That's what Melton's counting on, and let him count it. I don't care. I'm worried about the IRS. That's what Melton should be worried about.
John's neglected cat is counting it. KB on average makes 500 a stream. If he's paying his guests, he has 5 guests on tonight. So, you know, he's going the way of Shuli himself, I think.
What does that mean?
And then they stopped using their.
A lot of chefs in the kitchen.
Oh, I guess that's how they do it. So if you send a cease and desist,
Like if KB's paying Keanu, Karmic, Mr. Kill Everything to be on his show tonight, and he only makes $600-700, YouTube's gonna take a third of that. He'll net 500 or whatever. But then he's gonna pay out $250.
yeah, of course. But people do a lot of things they shouldn't do. You shouldn't do coke with your kids, but Nick Ricotta does.
Right, and he's there like
See, like that. That's defamation. That's a defamation statement.
Yeah, because that was specifically proven to be not true.
Yeah, but I stand with Jesse Angelo. Both of you are hacks for that. That's definitely hack.
He could say things like,
Tigger, how you doing?
I think Nick does cocaine with his kids. I think, you know, Nick seems like the kind of person who would do cocaine with his kids. You can say that and it's not defamation. But if I say Nick is doing coke with his kids, and it's not true,
Twitter and called me a cunt a million times.
Like it's a very fine line on how you gotta
people
word
doing
things.
crimes, that's different. Unfortunately.
Right.
So he's never won a case?
But I can say he seems like the kind of person who would do those crimes. That doesn't convict him of it, or it doesn't, that's still up for an opinion.
My dad was a lawyer his whole life, and he never went to. He wasn't like everybody.
Let's get
her. But a 20-year-old fake.
Hey, Kiki, repeat. Carl,
All right.
biatch.
I just realized you can green screen your shirt.
So the text April sent about
I could.
Nick's man juice was 100%. Because April allegedly said that April accused.
So this entire tin is all hollows.
And she said it in a text to somebody.
No, their whole thing in Hackamania was
In the hollow tin. Well, it's just shiny tin.
It was like a romance novel. Like you came on between my pretty tits, and then.
And out of all of that, this is the only shiny energy I have.
But I wanted it for myself, and.
I can't
Just the one.
That's how rare they are.
The company stuff anymore, 'cause it's not
Oh
just
boy.
me and Moody.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Like,
Yeah, we don't comment on
some of your doubles and stuff you can probably sell on eBay or something. I don't know. Somebody might want them, or make a.
I don't want to ship.
I don't manage a company.
Yeah, that'd probably ruin everything.
That's a lot of work. Worry about shipping.
So she said Aaron licked it up.
At least in my opinion.
But did Aaron know what he was licking?
Or did Nick have her, text him that? I don't know. Aaron.
Or does Nick control her phone and make her say stuff like that?
Yes.
I think that he has.
This is the
It
other one,
won't
like,
close.
Nick had her phone and was texting and tweeting.
We already knew that, though.
I guess if she's like passed out, but if she's in another house, is he going over there and taking her phone?
And then this tin is all the stuff I will work on sorting next time. I'm gonna do it by type.
When she comes over to have sex with him, when Kayla, the lady Kayla, goes shopping, and then maybe she goes to the bathroom, and then she has Wi-Fi on her phone because they have Wi-Fi in the house. Maybe he does a lot of texting to himself. People do that all the time when they're trying to.
I like all the speculation.
When you watch
Yeah, right.
crime shows, there's all the.
He's just making shit up, dude. It's like.
Because I know you would have wanted it that way, even before you asked me to. I know, because all Melton.
I mean, I do speculating too, but
scamming the chat, because that's what they do.
it's usually based on evidence.
Melton's clowns were over there spamming his chat.
Evidence.
He wishes.
Cringe.
Tough guys like Melton.
Who asked you to? I didn't ask you to.
No, Cousin Ed always asked me to, so I did it for him because I do it.
Oh, what happened to Cousin Ed?
Perma-sales like he says I never anticipate. I always do. Cousin Ed Kiki should be.
I don't know.
Building bridges.
I don't know who that is.
It's just you're sitting here, so I think burning bridges.
Right.
If that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, if that makes.
If that makes sense.
Catchphrase from Carmax, if that makes any sense.
Alright, I don't know what to do with all the trainers. I wish I had one more tin or box or something.
I thought when Nick screamed,
Mm.
"Have you ever sucked dick for coke?" repeatedly, he sounded really smooth. I would hire him to be my attorney.
That
You
did
were saying that yesterday?
That did catch her off guard. She was like, "What?"
Yeah, right. Because they all because Melton admittedly is a liar, and they make up this thing that I sucked dick from door guys for coke or spot.
James Baumer.
It's from Half Baked.
I think.
Oh,
James.
never mind then.
Whatever night we were in New York City.
What are you talking about?
I think James Baumer told me he knows the door guy, and the door guy said that you and him fuck all the time, and that Gino's aware of it.
That right there. What James Baumert said about Gino and Kiki and the doorman.
Balls about it. Like that Kiki was not exclusively with Gino and is currently not exclusively with Gino. And that Anthony Kumi used to bust Gino's balls about it all the time, that other people rail his girls. Yeah, James.
That's rough.
Baumert said it.
Yeah, that's terrible.
So Keanu thinks like, oh, Melton made this up. It's
Doesn't
like,
sound fun
believe me, when I
for
got told it, I was like, what?
him.
As if I know
Unless
what's
he's into it,
going
I
on.
guess. But what do I know?
I don't. I just repeat what I'm told. It could be
Explains
a
why
lie,
he's
it could be
friends with
true. I don't know.
Aaron.
You're freaking out about it.
Ooh,
So,
that's
I
a good
don't
one.
know.
Okay.
Silence Dugan was pretty suspicious. The only text to Aaron she was said was
these-
made up was the cum eating text. The only text he couldn't bend the truth to cover for, and the 2022 text to Ashley about physical abuse. Those are also not true, even though they're in an HRO in court documents. Queefer, Mr. Uncle
It doesn't make them
Joe said, I don't give
true.
like 2 likes KB. How is this funny? Kevin Brennan can be funny. He's just angry. Like, he's so angry that he's ruining his own show with his anger. He's got this vitriol for Shuli for some reason. Again, it's all about money. Everything's about money. He's worried about my taxes. He's worried about Carl paying Kiki.
Yeah, that is weird. It really is.
None of it makes sense.
It's so weird, dude. He is very obsessed with everybody else's bank account.
Pess has Melton Nelson, the door guy, about the
Totally
story
unhealthily
about
so.
giving head. He said it. He said yes, it happened. All right, yeah, I mean, like she's
Well, you know.
losing her mind about it. So there's some there. I don't know what. Maybe it's like a past thing. I don't know. She's. Why would you keep? It's like Aaron. Like I didn't eat cum. It's like okay.
The answer is no. Do not do that.
Wait, yesterday.
It wasn't even a question. Do you know what I mean? Let me get out of the way. Nowhere in this question does it say Kiki.
How much to make Aaron take a lie detector test?
But she's so guilty about it. She has to like again. I have
Infinite
to state
money?
I didn't. That's the answer. It's like there's no question here. Nobody asked. Yeah, but I just need to get ahead of this.
That Nick was screaming at you.
Yeah. You ever suck dick for coke?
So wait, because he heard that he's trying to like gaslight you and or his fans into thinking that you
Gaslight.
that
That's
you on
not
the
what that
regular
means,
suck
stupid.
Dick for coke.
Yeah. Have you ever heard that about me, Kevin? That makes no fucking sense.
And what did Carl say? Did Carl defend you?
Not at all, actually.
Oh, interesting.
Why would he?
Carl the bitch didn't
But
stand
again, Carl can make this all go away if he Venmos me, and then we'll be friends again. Get in your friend subscription, Carl.
up for you, but he's worried about you doing my show.
Spend your Kiki friend bucks.
Did you do a show last night, Kiki, after
Ew.
after the Melton show, or you just put it
No.
to bed?
No, but I'll probably do one tonight.
No, that's why I wasn't sure, but I'm like, I gotta get Kiki on today because first of all,
This is why you remember how Ray would like Kevin
All
come
right.
over and
Well,
shut Ray's show down,
might
and
hop
shut
off
Ted's
stream
show
here
down and have them
now
go
that
over
I'm
his show.
done
They
with
would
the
immediately turn off their own
bulk of
streams,
what I
like
planned
Kiki
on
did
doing.
tonight. Kiki was
However,
streaming, and then Kevin went live
if
again,
you would
so
like
he ran
to
over
stick
Kevin's
around
stream. You know
and play
why?
Fortnite, I'm down for a bit.
Money.
Yeah, I got some time.
Make $50 on her stream, but if she goes on Kevin's
Actually, hold on. What
hey,
time is it?
whatever.
Nah, maybe I should just go to bed.
Two.
It really is all money. And
Yeah.
like, just
You know, you're probably right because it'll be 5 o'clock before we know it.
Let me see. What is my schedule for?
they don't need it. Tell me why.
Yeah, you have an
Dino is
itinerary.
selling Trash cans
Well,
and
sort of.
grills on TikTok.
What I did, instead of scheduling everything specifically, I gave myself a sort of template to follow. So, Sunday tomorrow, in the morning, if Birch wants to, we can do some Fortnite, but that's usually off stream.
It's a drip. It's $100. $250. They need it. Though.
Yeah, if it's cool, I'll definitely squat up too.
Of course.
Unless it's easier for you to just deal with trios.
Oh, of course, yeah, you're always welcome.
Chad and Gino hated each other. They're all buddies now. It's just kind of like,
Okay,
yeah, that
let's
wasn't
see.
I like Birch. He's good. He's a good conversation.
accused of works. It's like Kevin hates works, but
Okay, yeah, if he's not,
he'll say what he wants him to say for money.
if he doesn't want to do, Fortnite, then I'm probably gonna do some Citizen Sleeper in the morning.
Take for money. That's what we're
Ooh.
doing. We do need that 100.
I was liking that game.
Have you played
It's
any of that?
interesting.
Yeah, have you played any of that since you were on stream last?
No, most things I don't play off stream unless I started them off stream. Like Republic Commando. I might stream that for next Friday because it's like FPS Friday. So I might just start over and do Republic Commando. But I'm just enjoying just having a game where I can just be like, I want to kill a little bit and just, have a game that I don't have to stream. So
Right. Yeah, there's a couple games that I play that are not intended for streaming. Clown Town is also live right now.
Even though I lost.
And you know what? I held my own. I did the best I could, and the
call in JT.
I got all these pages I need to put in.
666 947 3237 666 947.
All right.
Even from like people that normally hate me.
And then next Saturday, I will open all of these.
Stevie said I take back everything bad I've ever said
Nice.
about her. She earned major respect from me yesterday.
Yeah, I gotta remember to do a snack review this Thursday. I have to make a note of it.
Was like, I would have respected you, Melton. Oh no.
Decent little pack. Decent amount to open.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a decent amount. That's a lot to me.
It really is. It's, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10,
You can take that to the bank.
Fuck yes, Stevie.
Unless that's a fake Stevie Lou. You never know.
You never know.
Maybe it's April. Texas.
Stevie Lou and Keanu should start a show.
Maybe it's Nick. You never know.
Maybe.
All right.
Does their boyfriend?
I want to thank you for joining.
April's new boyfriend.
Thank you.
At this point, that's all
You're welcome.
she's looking for. She's like,
Thank you to Snugs in the
Were you
chat
talking
for sticking with us. Yeah, you. And Tickus for stopping in earlier as well. If any of you are still here, go ahead and hit the like button. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna probably do Citizen Sleeper in the morning. So until then, we'll see you next time.
Right again. Go ahead, Kiki. Oh, Gino sells trash cans.
Vito sells trash cans. Thank you for the $5. Kiki explain Nick's obsession with the last date you talked to her. October 22nd.